Not at all? Okay. I had to change my mic settings the other day because I was using the condenser.
Okay. See, cheap lobby is up. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna send a tweet. YouTube out of there. We are streaming right now.
Okay, I think... Okay, yeah. Brackets all set up and seated. You know what it is.
Yes.
No, we could be watching Buddha, right?
No.
Have responsibilities.
I can't be, so I refuse.
Alright.
Coolio. So wait, are we live?
Yeah, we've been live.
Oh, cool.
I will also record locally so that we don't have a hiccup like a while back. Okay. Think back to so I don't have to have my stick on my lap.
It's a good idea. I should do the same.
Alright, welcome everybody to Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, episode 26 for BBTAG. Today we are playing on the PlayStation 4 version.
Absolutely. Cool bracket shaping up here. Looks like we have like 12 people.
Yes.
Awesome. So yeah, have some returning faces here. Also, Kiomi's in the bracket. It was interesting.
Well, he was in the bracket last time.
Was he?
Yeah, he was in the bracket last week.
No, dang. Oh, that's right. I wasn't here last week. I forgot.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces tonight. Be interesting.
Alright, so first up on stream we will have Square versus JGotchaBeezy.
Cool. Looking forward to that one. But yeah, thank you all for joining us. WNF Online Edition, episode 26. There's been 26 of these things. A little bit over, 6 months? I don't know. I can't do math, can't figure out the addition of weeks and months, but the only number that I do know is the 50, the number 50. That's because we do free 50-cent donations here at the Mastrcheap. If you don't know, now you know. Be sure to check out the Mastrcheap. You can use code WNFO26 BBTAG, donate a free 50 cents to the Mastrcheap. Of course, you could do a direct donation if you'd like as well. That's always appreciated. Be sure to check out the right-hand side. There's a whole bunch of sponsor quests that you can follow that also contribute to the pot. If you want to receive something for that donation, be sure to check out the marketplace. We have plenty of things for sale, a whole bunch of goodies to look over. We have a keychain from Fate, Go Azure Lane, Quintessential Quintuplets, Girls Frontline, and of course we have manga thanks to Kaisen Books, so be sure to check out Uza Maid, Our Maid's Way Too Annoying, My Dad's Queen of All VTubers, Shed That Skin, Rigasaki-san, Volume 1, Load on Life in Another World, Volume 1, the manga's so nice, they had to do it twice. We have Load on Life in Another World Volume 2 in store as well, and I believe that it's not in the marketplace yet, but I believe they just announced Shed That Skin, Rigasaki-san Volume 2 is either in production or about to be released, so probably can look out for that soon. Be sure to follow Kaiten Books on Twitter. But yeah, at the very least, Mastrcheap. There's not many of you here on this Mastrcheap yet, so I hope that before the end of the night you have used that code. Again, WNFO26 BBTAG, free 50-cent donation.
Alright, and with that we have our first match about to start, both players in the lobby.
Either the connection was lost or the host is not responding.
Yeah, that just...
Everybody just got nuked.
Did I jinx it again? I am sorry.
You did it. The classic.
Second time. Okay.
Okay, I was able to join back. I'm on auto pass.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, so I think we're good to start.
Yeah, y'all are good to start. Let me just get the names updated.
Oh yeah, Chip didn't say anything. Yeah, we're definitely good.
Alright, so, it's interesting. I think it's like an old blood versus new blood matchup. You know, Square, a longtime frequent flyer of WNF, and JGotchaBeezy, a recent up-and-comer here in WNF. And also, like, just tournaments all around, any online tournaments as of late. They've been having a really solid showing so far.
If you're scared, you can just
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this, right? Square doesn't enter very often, but has a very niche playstyle with that 9 Adachi, so it'll be interesting to see how JGotcha approaches this. I'm sure they've faced plenty of 9s, plenty of Adachis, but have they fought 9 Adachi? Here we go. First match.
Start being really basic at the start. No stranger to just knowing when to pick and choose when they go in. Just trying to create a situation. Using that 5P, but not working out there.
Yeah. JGotcha trying to snipe out with these assists here. He ends up striking blood first. They get a nice little confirm mid-screen. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Square just avoiding all the chaos. Yeah, floating in the air as much as possible. Gets caught by 5B.
Looks like Square put that mark on Yumi, but I think he probably got crossed when he was trying to go for the double fist.
Right.
Not working out, going for the unblockable setup.
Oh, missed the overhead. Yeah, just a little bit misspaced there.
Getting hit by the 6P. I don't think that'll be a dead 9. A little too early on.
Oh no! Yeah, especially with that whiff. I like the idea though, locking out the burst on 9 and trying to confirm the secret. Just a little bit mistimed.
Nice snipe on there, getting a nice 4.1k. Oh no, but the
yeah.
5BB is getting cost Adachi.
Yeah, definitely going to pay for that one. Just stuck to Solo 9 here, who is feel like she's been getting chased around pretty much all match. The site. Oh wow, they opened up by 5C. I won't kill quite yet. Oh. Oh wow, yeah, JGotchaBeezy just landing with that perfect 2B anti-air, gonna be going up game 1. But yeah, really, the pace of the match has been a lot of Square trying to run away and call assists. And JGotcha just, you know, with the well-timed 5Ps or the well-timed Ruby buttons to kind of navigate that strategy, it's been working out very well. JGotcha kind of went like the first 30 seconds without even being touched yet, and 9 was already below half health. So definitely looking in favor of JGotchaBeezy so far.
And also, I think Square is just trying to teleport around, trying to force a situation and get JGotchaBeezy to come to him. And he got exactly what he wanted, but just that JGotchaBeezy took advantage of whatever offense openings that he had. And looks like starting off with Adachi this time. Maybe
you can just stand back and
for like probably a better round starter, just trying to keep 9 alive for longer.
Yeah, this might be a good idea to switch things up. I felt like the entire time for the last match, Square was definitely playing to try to stabilize 9, just kind of running the entire time, but not really able to get the 9 game plan going. So starting Adachi may be a good look. Okay. Yeah, definitely punishing the hiding back here. Heat Riser as well.
Trying to get started over there. 9-6P kind of taking Adachi, but getting opened up by an anti-air.
Yes, JGotcha on point with those 2Bs. Both characters have pretty good 2Bs. Okay. The air to air and the active switch confirmed just did not run far enough, but still those 2Bs, you in the air, it is there to meet you every time. Yeah, just a great confirm on the 9 here. Oh, drop combo right at the end. Oh, that's a very good for Square. Gonna be able to escape the corner, but do we? Yeah. Oh, that was, I think there was a clash there. Square might have been able to cancel to DP if he was ready, but oh my gosh, 9 just hasn't really been able to play much of the game here at all. She's already gonna be going down.
Looks like Square's caught mashing right there. I saw the 4A come out. Oh no!
Wow. And JGotchaBeezy just relentless, saying it doesn't matter which character you start, I'm going in. And yeah, it is working out. They're up 2-0 over Square right now.
I think it was interesting to note when JGotcha did that call super. I don't think it was a clash. I think it's just that sudden stop in the super was because Hyde hit Adachi first, so it kind of caused him to stop for a second.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, I didn't hear a clash. I mean, it would have like, you know, it's usually that ear-piercing sound, but
oh yeah, it's an unmistakable sound.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going into game 3 here. Square has some opportunities to try and make some things happen, but just wasn't able to get their game plan started, and just
if you're scared,
all the tail of the tape so far. See if we can make any adjustments, or JGotcha do a clean sweep here.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting to note just the amount of 2B anti-airs that JGotchaBeezy has been able to land. You know, just controlling the neutral game so much to force Square to kind of do some panic falling buttons or trying to get in, and JGotcha's just ready every time. So see if Square can navigate this a bit better. Opting for a lot of teleports. Oh my gosh, that could have been very dangerous. Okay. Gets an air-to-air confirm. JGotchaBeezy. Into jump low. Wow, what a nice punish on the burst as well. Well spaced with the active switch. Yeah, gonna be cashing in super as well. 8k on the Adachi incoming. We're just trying to push block, get out of this corner. You do not want to be here. 9 doesn't want to be here either, but she can't get out. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, just the confirm on Adachi is just solo 9 here. Almost activates the sandwich on incoming. She's in big trouble. Level 2 resonance.
Oh no, just barely missed. This is Square's last chance.
I'm sure Square is not mad about that drop at all. Gonna be able to let 9 play the game finally. Okay, but when... Okay, gonna activate resonance now. She was just a hit away from dying. Stuck in this corner. Okay, this is dangerous. Need to have some really good defense. And there's the overhead. JGotchaBeezy will take it 3-0 over Square.
It was just starting to get fun.
Solid chunk fight, JGotchaBeezy. I'd say a rising star, especially as of late.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been really... I think it's just really hard to want to cheer against JGotchaBeezy, especially if she's just been around since like the beginning of these online tournaments. Because just a definitely a budding pupil, right? Came to us and come to many others in terms of our online tournaments. Really want to get better. Definitely has a passion for the game, and we're just seeing the fruits of their labor really come to fruition lately with the performance in these online tournaments. It's a real nice sight to see. I'm happy to see it. Alright, so that'll be JGotchaBeezy moving on in winner's side. They'll be going up against YoFavScrub.
That'll be an interesting one.
Alright, next up we'll have Guzman versus ZeroShadowBlood on stream.
Cool. So yeah, Guzman, the anime Evo Messiah, the ESL colluder, just like nah. But Guzman, just hands in so many pockets, and just definitely has been pivotal in terms of the online scene for BBTAG, holding this down. But also a good player, has the Yang Ruby, but has been messing around some other teams as of late, if I'm not mistaken. So be interesting to see this matchup going up against ZeroShadowBlood, who is definitely had some very good performances. Mostly, well, not mostly, but purely only for the PS4 tournaments. Doesn't play on PC, but every time that they do show up for these PS4 tournaments, they definitely get some good games and go quite far. I think last tournament they got 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they have been top 3 in the past before. I do
right.
Remember. Hey, and thanks JGotchaBeezy and Connor for the sub.
Nice.
Blasphemy is worthy of death.
Alright, well, we are locked in here. JGotchaBeezy, or sorry, ZeroShadowBlood going with their tried and true. The Susano'o Yumi going up against Guzman's tried and true Yang Ruby. Here we go, game 1.
I think it's another interesting thing. It's like last game where I personally feel it's like a old blood versus new blood, because Guzman's been a frequent flyer of locals when they're around, and then ZeroShadowBlood has been up and coming in online tournaments as of late. So nice to see. It's nice to see the mix between two types of players here.
Yeah, I completely agree. No one wants to be in the situation that is global health concern, but this is a cool benefit of it, seeing that these new players come about. Oh wow, nice parry there.
Going to capitalize as much as they can also.
Very good damage, no burst available.
Going to save them. Now open up again, and that should be a dead lead. Yeah, getting dunked. 5.6k. Solo Yang.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, that is Yang Xiaolong, especially when Simply gets going, if you're, correlating it well with your resonance. Anything, the sky is the limit. Alright.
Not looking good so far. Just 2.5k getting stuck in the corner. Trying to make something happen. At about, I'd say, 1/3 of her health. ZeroShadowBlood sees no reason to go in, and getting tossed up right there, getting opened up. Oh no, but missed the aerial bait. Oh,
my gosh, no! This is exactly what you don't want. Just as you were saying, when that similitude's going and the resonance is still on deck, you could be in big trouble. Okay.
But gets opened up. And what is that Yumi 5-8 hitbox?
Well deserved and much needed. ZeroShadowBlood taking game 1. Yeah, so that was just an unfortunate drop on the record there for ZeroShadowBlood. Almost spelled defeat. Guzman not cashing in any resources, really wanted to make sure that Susan went down. And yeah, wasn't able to make that comeback. But still, besides that one drop, very solid round there for ZeroShadowBlood. See if they're going to be able to maintain the momentum, if Guzman's going to fire back. I will say it has seemed like that, the keyword is definitely momentum. ZeroShadowBlood has had a lot of it throughout the set. We haven't really seen Guzman be able to get anything started with the nasty stuff that Yang and Ruby can do with their sandwiches and setup. So
I definitely feel like that Guzman is playing a little scared right now, and when Guzman has no fear is when he really shines. So it's I wouldn't say it's uncharacteristic of him to play a little more patient, but it doesn't really work out for him. Oh, no, nice
my gosh.
TRM.
Yes, what a great call out there from ZeroShadowBlood. Drop combo. Oh, but still gonna find the throw again anyways. Oh, but another drop combo. Okay, but despite these drops, still, oh my gosh. Commentator's curse. Despite these drops, still keeping up the solid pressure, but just a block DP. Guzman will be able to get out of the corner.
Open up low right there. Going to a simple aerial raid combo.
Yeah, I like that cross combo pressure with the Susano'o 6P. Oh my gosh, yes. Is it going to cross up or not? Who knows? Only ZeroShadowBlood knows that they're going to be taking down the Yang. We won't be burning today.
Using, honestly, when I see Rob Bus on the air, the main person I think of is JGotchaBeezy.
That is definitely JGotchaBeezy special.
Alright, just going through with the 5v beat, cutting out Yumi right there. Trying to hit her, but activating cross combo to keep her safe. Getting opened up low. This is Guzman's chance to get things started. Solo Ruby, yeah, cashing out early just to get the resistance super damage. Hardcore 9K, not bad. Getting opened up low for Guzman. Didn't bleed, but that 2B. Oh, again.
Oh, wow.
For Susano'o.
Yes, so what a run back here. Made this a 1v1 situation. Oh my gosh, just gonna find the low after the resistance activation on the side of ZeroShadowBlood. This is gonna be quite a bit of damage. The biggest significance is wasting some of that resistance meter, but drops the combo.
Now we're gonna see some sick neutral from Yumi. Trying to get some going right there.
Only the most honest neutral of the air. 2-3-6C. Don't move.
Oh, this should be the start from Guzman. Will he be able to kill with this combo? Doesn't look like it.
Are we going? Yeah, just gonna be able to get the super.
Oh, just a rock gunshot to the face.
Wow, yeah, and Guzman will be getting game 2. I got a question of why that gunshot hit. Maybe ZeroShadowBlood was holding up back or trying to jump on their wake up, but just perfectly timed gunshot there. That's going to be the game for Guzman with a solid Ruby comeback.
Yeah, I might have heard a counter hit sound, so I'm guessing that maybe ZeroShadowBlood tried to go for wake up super.
Yeah, it could have been a missed input on the wake up super.
Happens to the best of us, it's net play.
It's true, it's true. Well, regardless, Guzman, that wasn't a that definitely wasn't the most favorable of situations there with the solo Ruby and level 3 resonance, but able to fire back regardless. Now we're going into this game 3. No intros needed.
Land Shark, Land Shark,
oh wow.
Defensive line right there.
Yeah, block the low, but did not block the final hit of that. Oh wow. Ruby saving assistant.
Yeah, that 6B really good. It's basically a gun.
Yes.
And it has like a lot more block string or block stun than I expected most of the time. So you can lock down a lot. While being the burst right there, but not getting a full punish on it. Control the 6B kinda nice.
Guzman, the Yang is in Semblance territory, but she hasn't been active yet. Oh, so now that's not going to be a factor anymore. Ruby getting hit on the front. Checks forward, going to be able to escape the corner. Guzman just trying to get some momentum going, finds the overhead.
Oh no, didn't believe that he gets the 5B right there. And ZeroShadowBlood trying to take it back right now. Yang is getting healed back, so not going to get Semblance right away. It's tagged in. Or maybe now. Guzman, don't call your assist that much. They're dying.
Oh
Guzman, please. Oh, I burned. Alright. Could be the start of something beautiful. Susano'o in kill range now.
Yeah, ZeroShadowBlood's going to be wanting to get Susan out of here. The Yumi is so healthy. Oh my gosh!
Oh no! Oh no,
Guzman
Guzman didn't believe!
dead. That actually could have been dead. Good, solid defense with the Susan so far to stabilize from that chaotic situation.
Right now, playing a little bit of a neutral, getting opened up by the high. I think this will kill. I hope
Gotta
so.
be
Crossfade,
close.
please. Oh no, but drop combo.
Oh
but
no, drop but still gets the air to air.
no neutral for you, sir.
This time is just so dangerous. Yeah, Agnes Resis now, not a bad decision. This was no DP working out.
Oh no.
And this is tense. 1v1 situation here. Both players have low for resonance. Guzman just activated. Guzman getting that passive health region back. Susano'o does do a lot of damage though, so that could be one combo if it's the right hit.
Oh no, try to go for a tick though right there, not working out. Both have resonance down. Oh no, but the raw 5D started. That might be it actually.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Susano'o
that
gets
should
the
be
right
it.
starter.
Yeah, donkey. 11k, yeah, that was a 5D starter. Fortunate for Guzman, but very fortunate for ZeroShadowBlood going up on match point right now.
Yes, very good willpower there from ZeroShadowBlood. You know, Susano'o was caught in a myriad of situations that just spelled a lot of disaster, not to mention that push block on the Yang 214 AC, and then just getting hit by that last hit. You know, Susano'o could have been going down, but yeah, ZeroShadowBlood just really digging in, staying solid, even on defense. You know, the resonance was really chipping away with those air gunshots, and they're still able to bring it back.
Guzman. Why, man?
Guzman turning to the dark side ever so slightly, adding an Adachi in the mix. You know, I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't judge him at all, but like Yang, he plays Ruby Yang, but Yang is his girl. So like replacing her with Adachi, it's just like, man, this is the dark timeline.
I saw him not ready up right away right when we got back in the lobby. So I was thinking, oh, he's probably gonna swap characters. But I was expecting Ragna Ruby, not Ruby Adachi. I'm just to see on what he's capable of. I go for a tick right there. Oh, is there ZeroShadowBlood getting the setup? Sandwich again? Oh no, just getting blocked. Going for the DP. Maybe early still see a nice 5.3k right there. Human air. Alright, time to get started.
Yeah, a good 4P call there. It was definitely a tried and true team. You know, this team just won Anime Evo East.
Up right there. No punish on the burst. I think Adachi was still kind of in the back line from that.
Right.
Getting the snipe down. That 60 is really good counterplay for Adachi. It's gonna be a weird timing. Probably only able to throw it out when Susano'o was on the way.
Right, and man, Guzman just really struggling to get anything started here. And really, ZeroShadowBlood has just been able to rely on snow flurries and Susano'o's XP, and it's been more than enough for Guzman to try to contend with. Bringing the Susano'o in, there's no burst on deck, but that's going to be a punish. And yeah, just really solid neutral here from ZeroShadowBlood. You know, we haven't really seen too much explosive damage until now, but it's going to be the final sealing hit. But yeah, just that solid play will be able to give him the 3-1 victory over Guzman.
That was a nice punish. Guzman was trying to go for the command grab for the full screen after the 6C. But ZeroShadowBlood just ran up, 5BB, taking it for him right there. Solid showing so far, ZeroShadowBlood moving on. But that won't be the last we see of Guzman. Makes sense to boost rank.
Yes, absolutely. And then I gotta say, I was actually surprised at the character swap. I feel like they were going pretty back and forth with the Yang Ruby, but just switching Ruby Adachi while being down 2 games put a lot of pressure on Guzman. But you know, if they stay solid with that team as a side team, be able to pull it out of their pocket, that's definitely a valuable skill to have. So hopefully we can see it in the future.
Yeah.
Alright, so next up will be myself and the Mystery Racer.
Ooh.
Aw, snap. Forma de TO, Mastrcheap.
It's a run back, by the way.
Present.
Yeah.
Gonna be going up against Misery Racer. I'm excited to see it, but before we jump into it, folks, you already know what we have to jump into first. We need to talk about that match Reno. We mentioned it about 10 minutes ago. Don't know if y'all are listening. Some of y'all might have just tuned in, so be sure that you're listening now. You can use that code WNF letter O, 26 BBTAG, donate a free 50 cents to the pot. That's right, so it's a free 50-cent donation using that code WNF letter O 26 BBTAG. Just hit that nice blue contribute button in the top right and type that coupon code in, sign into a multitude of ways, and that will get the job done. You can also do a direct donation if you'd like. We would much appreciate it, and we have some sponsor quests on the right as well. If you want to take a look at those, if you follow and retweet certain partners that we have, that's also going to donate to the pot. If you decide, hey, you know, I would do a direct donation, just want to make sure that I receive something for it. We have a marketplace. You can go ahead and check that out. We have plenty of keychains on sale, such as Princess Connect, Fate Go, Azure Lane, Quintessential Quintuplets, Girls Frontline, and we have some manga, courtesy of Kaiten Books. They have supplied us with manga for your reading needs. We have Uzumade, Our Maid is Way Too Annoying, My Dad's Queen of All VTubers, Shed That Skin, Ryukasaki-san, and Loner Life in Another World, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Always shout outs to Kaisen Books, and always shout outs to Matrino, code WNFO26 BBTAG.
Sure. And I would also like to mention, you know, it's the middle of the week, so you know it's always a nice little something for the middle of the week. You know, everyone's got school or work, something to, and I hope this is something to keep their minds off of some of the stress that everyone has. So glad you all are here with us. I'd also like to mention that if you want more BB Tag action, this is not the end of it for this week. Danger Time is coming up this Saturday. They have BB Tag singles, and I think BBCF and Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. Another SoCal-based local, so if you want to see more SoCal action from us, you're tuning in. Twitch.tv/TheBeautifulDude. Be there this Saturday. And also, if I recall correctly, Running Rumble is happening this Sunday as well. So if you want more BB Tag action, Running Rumble will be around on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to mention that too. Definitely check out Ron and Rumble on Sunday. Ron and Rumble, I'm a little biased, but it's definitely one of my, besides WNF, of course, one of my favorite online tournaments that have been running since the start of this thing. And they just do a fantastic job. I'm really glad that they're going to be putting some attention on the BB Tag community. So definitely be sure to come out and support, sign up. I'd really like to see if they could do more of them, because, you know, we have this one episode. So if they could do an episode 2, a run back, and continue to support BB Tag, I think that'd be great. So damn, check out Ron and Rumble. Shout outs to Jeff the Hero and everybody that's responsible for putting that thing on. I'm really looking forward to this Sunday. But, you know, check out Danger Time as well. And thanks for spending your Wednesday with us.
Yeah, so Mr. Eraser was having issues connecting to E30 and the room. So I made the room. I'm going to see if he's able to join me. And if so, then just join mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Okay, yeah. He joined up with me, so join mine. Same keyword as usual.
For sure.
Just, shouts Kaiten Books, I'll put that up. I go into the other room.
Kaiten Books. They have hard copies as well. Be sure to check. Or do they? Wait.
Yeah,
hold on. They
have a
do
hard
they?
copy
They do.
of Loner Life in Another World, as far as I know.
Okay.
And
Only reason why I know that is because of our own Connor G, aka Connor Godlike.
Goner Godlike.
Connor Godlike. Has given his glowing review of that the book smells nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Chief, I'm sorry I have to do this, but I'm making that a command now.
Goner. No, you know what? That's great. I'll
Goner
keep that.
Godlike.
Goner Godlike is actually really fucking good.
You guys can start whatever. I'm just gonna mess around real quick.
I was trying to say AKA God, but I was also saying Connor G again. So, All right. So are we good to start? By the way.
Yeah.
Be sure to switch over to the game.
Yes. There. All right. So, WIFIGANG Mastrcheap, our TO against a frequent flyer as well in our online tournaments as of late. So, so it'll be interesting. This is a run back from last week, as far as I know. I think Cheap took it. I think Cheap eliminated Mystery Racer, from what I remember.
So you think you can control?
Yeah, I
my
believe
power?
so. I do remember them playing, and I think that is the way that it went. So it's going to be interesting to see them running back. Misery Racer going to be going with the Naoto Hyde. You know, usually known for the Naoto Adachi, but I have been seeing them pull this team out. It's like a team that they're trying to win. So here we go, game 1. Oh my gosh, what a cheap setup there! Just started it out with nothing fair, only the cheap stuff. Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's gonna hurt. With that 6.1k.
Okay, yeah, instantly gonna confirm the super. Even that with the hit that was landed initially has not even came close to the amount of damage that's already been done to Hyde. Oh, that jab check working out.
Oh no, but the 5D just whipping right in front of his face. Yeah, connecting a little chunky right there, but I think it's stabilizing. Oh no, try to go for a DP setup with that active switch is saving Hyde.
Right, I mean,
going through the trap. Oh no, unfortunate drop right there. Well.
Oh wow, that 5P did set up a sandwich? Okay.
Oh, try to go for the tier, but not working out. Oh, that's pretty cheap. I like that.
That's very cheap.
High damage 4.3k, but you know, it adds up especially with the 51. Yeah, just, and no need to receive right away, so not working out. Nice over. But I think Akihiko not gonna be bad.
Gonna be a good amount of damage. Yeah, we're gonna be able to get a setup here.
Oh no.
Okay, this is big trouble. Oh wow, just went low. Yeah, was threatening unblockable the entire time. That's definitely thing you want to look out for in the auto plane, but ended up just going low. Nice anti-air.
Oh no, but the 2B missed. Oh, nice DP on the reactions to the Gala Hades.
Yeah, it can't be blocked, but I did the DP.
That should be game 1 going to Mystery Racer, not even needing 2 sticks of butter.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
Very nice. I'm definitely seeing the concept of this team that Misery Racer has going. Just a lot of dirty side swap setups and, you know, threatening unblockables using that Naoto 6P and Hyde 5P. Definitely exploiting that, and it's looking really solid. You know, forgive me, this is Misery Racer to me. I do not know how to pronounce the T in their name. So yeah, just want to clarify that. But yeah, Misery Racer looking pretty clean. It definitely had a good amount of control of the entire neutral game and everything. Cheap did have a couple of good hits there, but really as far as momentum, I think it was definitely on Misery Racer's side.
So you think you can control my power?
We'll see how Cheap adapts here. Here we go, heading into game 2.
Mystery Racer backing up, recognizing that we are known for our round starts. Oh, unfortunate drop right there, just trying to DP, but kind of safe.
Yeah, that was interesting, because this wasn't a punish, because Misery Racer's burst gauge is not locked out, so... Yikes. Alright, Cheap has definitely found some openings here. Naoto is really low, really needs to watch out on this Oki. What's gonna be?
Oh my god, yes sir! That is the first phone steal for the night. You'll love to see it. From the one who panned it himself. Oh.
That is insane, man. I saw Mr. Razor up backing and I thought that he would just know better, but...
Everyone gets hit once. No. There's like a weird circulation of phones that go around. You know, SoCal's not safe from phone steals. No, I'm
wow.
Let's see. I think the most recent person that has my phone is Trogs. Doesn't give it back.
Nobody has my phone.
Not for long. Keep talking like that.
Misery Racer here, really trying to fight with the solo Hyde. The resonance has already been used, so it's oh my god.
Trying to get to the boat.
Man. Yes. Man.
Yeah, Akihiko giving the thumbs up as Ragna does the second hit of Carnage Scissors, the squad pose. And Mastrcheap not out of this.
Yeah, firing back and just really just navigating everything perfectly, you know, not letting Misery Racer get started with those sandwich setups that were so pivotal in game 1. And it really showed. That was a very dominant game for Mastrcheap. Naoto went down super fast in a super clean fashion. Even got a phone still on the board. I'm sure Cheap's happy about that one. So we will see in this game 3. Also interesting to note, I'm wondering if Misery Racer is going to be committed to his team for the long haul, as they do have a myriad of other characters that they get to choose from. And maybe we'll be seeing that character select screen soon. Start out with 5A, but a drop combo.
Oh no! Okay, he tried to go for a phone steal. 100%.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, because Cheap is not beyond doing 5Cs. I couldn't believe that was legitimate.
Well, like, here's my thing is that Cheap likes to go for that a lot. He does a 5A, like, and he does the first hit of Hell Fangs, and then he goes for a grabber. He likes to do that often. And, like, once he conditions you to, like, oh yeah, he's gonna grab after the first hit of Hell's Fangs, he goes for the phone steal. I've gotten hit by it several times, actually, during anime. When we were playing casual, so it's definitely something not out of Cheap's arsenal. I mean, not completely uncharacteristic in Cheap's arsenal.
Right.
Just try to run up and 5 people.
Yeah, maybe Hyde just lost a whole bunch of damage to Akihiko swinging, so just trying to stabilize it. Oh
no!
Mid kick confirmed there. Went for a 2A into super, not enough hits done. Hyde will be going down. Okay, yeah, it's gonna activate in the air. Trap on the bottom, did not watch out for it. Watch your toes.
Oh no, decided to catch up with me. Excuse me?
Forgot they were in resonance.
Oh no. Nice defense.
Solid defense.
Oh no, Ikom Boko!
Oh, wait a minute. And that is stonks from Misery Racer. Just like really, you know, Cheap had such good defense, and right there, everything was added up, and that was a dead Ragna.
Nice defense by Cheap. That's right as I say, he gets opened up by a grab.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, really could have chose any defensive option besides that one, and it would have been a better trade-off because, man, that was unfortunate. Just full Ikum Bokum territory, and that was all she wrote. So now Misery Racer is up 2-1 against Cheap.
I feel like that's my curse when I commentate. Whenever I say really nice defense, they get opened up right after.
So you think you can
It's like Spoogie was talking to me, is that whenever he says during it, when he commentates, he tells me, this guy doesn't drop combo, or like this combo, and then right as he says that, they drop the combo.
Right, he says the magic word to say is, oh yeah, and he never drops this one.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Oh man, we all have our curses. I hate that happens sometimes, but you know, have better execution, I guess.
Basically.
Oh no, the 5A missing right there. Actually trying to get things started with getting opened up. A little bit of an awkward opening right there, so not being able to finish. 4.6 damage. Kind of least in a neutral situation right now.
Yes, building up some blocks on the chip damage. Oh, the counter 2B.
Nice reaction. Bad Ragna, but very close. PHC. Also, trying to keep the pressure going. And Akihiko back in. A lot of red help on both characters, actually. We'll try to read a TRM, but Cheap's too smart for that.
Yeah, this just looks like it's been really tough for Cheap. Cheap has spent so much time on defense throughout the entirety of this round. Wow, no, but what a snipe! I think just a very tail end of that hitbox caught Hyde.
Oh, going for that nasty blocking setup. Akihiko's going down, but you know, the nice thing about how Cheap's team works. Oh god.
Alright, this guy's gonna get some life back. You're good, you're good. CP anti-air, okay, gonna be confirming. That won't quite be a kill, but a nice tag combo into Hyde. Finish it off. It's footsies. Are we gonna Granblue? Gets the sweep, and Misery Racer will be taking it 3-1 over Mastrcheap. So great stuff there from Misery Racer. Definitely showing some proficiency with this new team they've been rocking, the Naoto, Kuragane, and Hyde. It looks very good. The sandwich setups are all there, and just the great assist calls with the Hyde 5P and Naoto 6P. I like it, and they will be sending our TO down to losers unless they have something to say about it. And yeah, with that, Misery Racer will be going into winner semis to fight Kiomi. On the other side of winner semis, we do have YoFavScrub and ZeroShadowBlood.
Looks like they'll be going up next.
Possibly. I saw ZeroShadowBlood join the lobby, but I'm not sure if they've been called to stream. Yeah, We do have quite a few losers matches to run, so I'm not sure which way we're gonna go. Okay, no, it looks like that is what we're gonna do. YoFavScrub just joined, so we will have YoFavScrub versus ZeroShadowBlood.
Apparently my mic was muted.
Nice.
Okay, just catching up on bracket stuff. Yeah, we will be having YoFave and JGotcha. Or not JGotcha. Zero Shadow.
You did the same thing I did. I did the same thing like 15 minutes ago. I don't know why.
Well, I'm looking at his bracket match that I need to fix. Or not fix. Record.
I see.
Okay, G.
I'm fumbling over my words today. It's terrible.
Mastrcheap TO forma de actualidad. Fixing brackets.
Do that later. Just get away.
But no, this would be a good one. YoFavScrub versus ZeroShadowBlood. I believe these two have fought twice here at WNF. Scrub has taken it both times, but we'll see if ZeroShadowBlood's going to be bringing something new to the table for this third time. Game 1, interesting round start there on the trade, definitely in Ragna's favor.
So, I think one of the interesting things about, I know Scrub has been working on the market also, decided not to bring it up tonight. Maybe just want to get a little more comfortable with this game, pick board. I mean, personally, I think it could be a testament to ZeroShadowBlood's skill. You know, Scrub wants to pick his main team to feel comfortable.
Right.
W, perhaps.
I feel it. Well, right now it's definitely been getting one of those patented scrub rounds going where, you know, it's just the Ruby combos, Ragna combos, the opponent is stuck in the corner, the Oki just full momentum here. What?
Nice.
Wow! Just patience there from ZeroShadowBlood, getting the whiff 5B there from Scrub. I'm more surprised that was the button that Scrub chose, but man, what a whiff punish from ZeroShadowBlood. Completely changing the Titans matchup.
Oh, that should be a dead Ragna. Yes,
definitely.
Sir. Sword? Out of there. 7.9k in what looked like a favorable situation for Scrub. Turning very bleak now. Well, not too bad. Ruby is basically like 90% up right now. And ZeroShadowBlood, both of his characters are in the red zone right now. Too bad. Scrub.
Yeah, the testament will be how ZeroShadowBlood is able to play around this resonance. Right now, it's looking very clean, able to get the combo off of that trade. We'll be wasting a lot of resonance time and getting some life gone on Ruby. What a nice throw bait as well. Oh, but a dropped combo? That was very pivotal. Really needed that combo, in my opinion. The Yumi's low in the back, that almost confirmed. YoFavScrub. What a nice DP there from ZeroShadowBlood, and they're going to be taking game 1. Yeah, so again, a couple of hiccups there. I feel like this has been a thing with ZeroShadowBlood as far as the stream matches today. I feel like the decision making has been very on point. I feel like the neutral has been very on point and everything. In terms of the games that they win, there hasn't been, you know, there are some points of, like, I think it might be tournament nerves of like some instability or maybe some drops here and there that give me a lot of anxiety. But good on them for keeping the nerves still, keeping it together, and still selling out those games when they do get to those you know, high tension points. Yeah, game 1 on the side of ZeroShadowBlood, it was just all catapulted by that beautiful whiff punish mid-screen, and really just took all the momentum from there. So see if Scrub is going to be able to adapt accordingly, keep the momentum up for the entirety of the match, where ZeroShadowBlood has found a kink in the armor. Okay. Wow, okay. Very nice throw here. ZeroShadowBlood starting out with first blood. Ooh, this could be dangerous. Yes.
Oh, no.
That's for active switch. Yeah, that was the worst idea there. You know, Susan was definitely already going to be hit regardless. Just made sure that Yumi got hit as well by doing that. So
look at that anti-air fight. Totally needed.
She needs it. Okay. Wow.
I hate that 6B so much for Ruby. It's like so mediocre, but it's so good. Like, it looks mediocre, but it's so good. I hate it.
Yes, it's just the way that it's a testament to the way that Scrub sets up his pressure. This is something that I definitely noticed about his gameplay. Keeping Ruby away from counter poke territory to make sure that his pressure can always be enforced for 6Ps. It's really strong for situations just like that. Okay, able to get the burst in. Susano'o is quite low. Really needs to be careful about the way that you tag him out here. Okay, that could have been way worse.
Yeah. Aerial Rave. Let's see what's the mix in the corner. Just getting opened up by a 85A right there. And that is probably the end of Ruby actually. Yeah. Gonna cash out, double super. Dunk. Getting a nice 11K it seems.
Yeah.
So
Ragna getting hit on the incoming. Tries the reset. Activates the resonance right there. Gonna go for the DP. Alright, and this is a similar situation that we saw last round, right? Healthy solo character for Scrub. Low characters on the side for ZeroShadowBlood, but they have already found the hit and resonance. It's literally deja vu from the last round. Okay, yeah, trying to keep Scrub in this corner. Oh, getting just walked away from it. We're back in mid-screen. Now it's Scrub this corner of ZeroShadowBlood. ZeroShadowBlood needs to kill this Ragna. It's dangerous territory here. Finds the sandwich. Good block on the side of Scrub. Did not get opened up by anything. Okay, you see the patience here. We hit Rampage times.
Oh no! Oh, okay.
Locked with Yumi on the front, able to find the 5A ZeroShadowBlood. Patience, and they'll be taking game 2. And yeah, again, it was just a similar situation that we were seeing set up there in the final seconds of that match where we had Scrub with the solo character. Lots of health, ZeroShadowBlood in the 2v1 situation, but both their characters were quite low. But ZeroShadowBlood coming out victorious in both instances of just really, that really is the trade-off of where it can sometimes be hard to tell who has life, who is at advantage in those situations where it's a 2v1, because definitely in this game you do want to have two characters at all times, but if they're both low and if you're going up against a strong comeback character, it'd be kind of hard to tell who has the advantage there. But Scrub, looking like they're going to be tossing a curveball here, going to be bringing out the Naoto Kurogane.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely like a last-stage effort, because I wouldn't say that ZeroShadowBlood completely has Scrub's number, but let's say it's been mainly ineffective. Scrub is down 2-0 right now. So I guess this is a bit of experimenting, and it's a hard lock-in. I know I believe Scrub can do it, especially with these two. He has slaps. Right. Can mark right away. Susano'o is still very healthy, so this is beneficial because technically it's a one-set situation. Open up again.
Yeah, we're seeing the proficiency of Scrub's Naoto come into play here. You know, this hasn't been a Ragna Naoto with Ragna frontline. You know, Naoto came in early, she's been doing work. As I say that. Oh, drop combo though from ZeroShadowBlood. Still gonna be able to get the reset. Yeah, Scrub will be first to burst there.
Oh no, but it whipped! That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Scrub routing into the DP there was the wrong choice. Tets out of the corner, gets hit with the 5A. But no confirming the super or anything. Very interesting situation there. Decision there from ZeroShadowBlood, just trying to navigate away. Scrub getting the DP again. This Ragna has 9 lives. Is he a cat? Oh my gosh. Wow, just the answer 5A.
Alright, solo Naoto. Oh, just beating out the trap and with the 5B right there. Ecom Volcom? Oh no! It didn't work out. Okay, good DP. Oh no! Wake up super!
And ZeroShadowBlood will take it 3-0 over YoFavScrub. My gosh! Yo, the Yumi 6P interrupt on the... So it was a good hit confirm on Scrub's side, but ZeroShadowBlood having that 6P to back it up, and boy, was it perfectly timed. That really... Wow, what a set. I can't believe it. Man. Wow, definitely great stuff to ZeroShadowBlood, completely stepping up the game. They'll be in winner's side of Grand Finals.
Yeah, I definitely think that I know Scrub was trying to go for the kill confirm because he did have the Ecom Bokum mark, but I think the other super would have been better because either way it would have killed Susano'o, and just to avoid the the Yumi 6P? It was probably, it might have been a better idea to try and go for 236 Super instead.
Right, well, it looks like we're going to be getting the other Misery Racer. Misery Racer, what are you doing? This goon coming in with S still locked in. I hate this dude, actually. But anyways, we're going to be going to Kyo versus Misery Racer to figure out the other side of Grand... Well, no, Winners Finals. Sorry, getting ahead of myself here. Yeah, Kyo, known as one of SoCal random select players. I'm going to be going with Carmine, Hilda. I know they've been focusing on Hilda as of late. And yeah, they'll be going against this Misery Racer new team of Naoto and Hyde.
Kiomi, he did show up to WNF, not all the time, but you know, he's a frequent flyer and he's a frequent player. I would say that if you were to ask me what team he plays, I would either tell you like Carmine or Jude +1, or I would just say, if you ask me who's the main, I would just say
right, definitely one of those types of players.
Oh no, listen, the Hiton Boku mark.
It was a great active switch setup there. I think that was fantastic. It was just mistimed on the super, unfortunately.
Trying to lock down Carmine right now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I found the throw. Gonna be comboing straight into the corner here.
Nice use of the jump C just to avoid the Naoto board.
Yeah, I really like the stabilization on that combo too from Kyo. Getting the double 5P with Hilda, going straight into the super, and then even into the cross. But Misery Racer with the wake up super. Oh! Yeah, that'll be a dead Hilda. Okay, yeah, activating cross combo for the pressure right now. Yeah, that Carmine DP, super huge range in terms of horizontal reach.
Got those, and this might be... Oh no, not yet.
Wow, it was a blue beat combo no less.
No, Kyo couldn't confirm, didn't have 2 sticks of butter, but this is Kyo's Carmine. It's definitely doable.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what a presence of mind in the DP there. Hyde was in trouble, but everything is stabilized now. Kyo still getting some health back that's valuable on this Carmine, but a lot of it is going to be going away right with this confirmed back into the corner.
Possible to get Kiomi scared. Oh, try to go for a grab.
No fear on the side of Kyo.
Oh no. It looked like from what Kyo was trying to go for is just trying to spot out the trap or just go for it here, but unfortunately it didn't work out either way. Oh wait, my bad. Excellent. It is 1 over Mystery Racer, not 3.
True.
Is that what you want your name to be on stream, Mystery Racer? Misery Racer? Or just Misery?
I mean, that is his name. His name is Misery Racer. You know.
I'll change.
Where's the T?
Ask Misery Racer where the T is at. That's all I'll say to that. Missouri Racer.
Okay, this is what we know Kyo for. It doesn't look like he's messing around anymore, just going in dry.
Yeah, so Kyo with I mean, have we found anyone else in the world that plays this team? I mean, come on, it's a super eccentric team, but Kyo plays it so well, makes them look like they're a match made in heaven. Jubei Carmine.
I can definitely see why this match is pretty terrifying. Because of that right there, using the cat pause just to completely avoid any traps in Naoto's setup. But this will be an issue. Oh, using the DPS and air-to-air working out pretty nicely. And, oh my goodness.
And to confirm!
Yeah, and baiting the burst, but not being able to get a punish off of it. Not successful on the TRN. The fur ball.
Yeah, so Naoto quite low in the back there.
Oh no!
Ooh. Yeah, was possibly trying to bait a burst. Kyo not biting, but this will be some damage on the Jubei incoming. You know, Miseries are kind of healthy on bar as well. Another Yumi combo though. Okay, yeah. Swing the gunshots didn't go for a Mark, ended up whiffing that last time. Okay, yeah, we'll be bursting Carmine in. Razor has to be really careful about these Naoto calls. That was almost poetry in motion right there.
Oh yeah,
and there's the fulfillment of that. So Naoto will be going down.
One of the things that that I noticed, whether it's by sheer coincidence or Kiomi is just that big brain, is that whenever he does pinwheels, there's usually one blood puddle that's off screen. So it's like it's hard to expect.
Right. Oh my god, look at all that life regain. Oh man, Carmine the healer.
And I like, because of the addition of Crossfeed in 2.0, I think Carmine is probably the character that utilizes it the best. Oh my god, Kyo, come on, man.
I can't. What do we even call that? That was such an interesting. What, like, is it a frame trap? What?
I think he was trying to read that he would go for a throw in response since he whiffed it. So that's why he did Bloodhouse afterwards to try and catch him doing a grab, since he saw that he whiffed a grab. I think that's what he was going for.
I think Kiomi tried to take Mystery Racer to the blood bank and try to tell him it's not my blood, but it didn't work out.
Interesting. No, I mean, it was just like so notable. I was like, whiff throw into super. What was it for? It could be a TRM call out as well. I know that Kyo is very, very good at those. I've been hit with them plenty of times. I get salty every time. So.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
So yeah, here we go. 1-1. Wow, just floating in. Is that Ruby? Is it Rachel? I can't tell. It's flying cat.
Nice, using stick of butter to just actually just force Kiomi into the corner, but you know, Kiomi was like, nah. You can have the corner. Oh yeah, the Kate step. Trying to just bait it first. Try time and EX pinwheel. Oh my god, but the fight jump BB working out for him. Solo Naoto, but we have seen what Mystery Racer Solo Naoto can do. Technically, this is just a 4-touch situation for it. Oh look, is that an Eco Pokemon mark? Yeah, that's an Eco Pokemon mark, but excuse me? What just happened?
Interesting. It was the same thing that we just saw from the last game, except it was successful this time. What are these throw setups?
Kyomi's just trying to hard me to TRM. He's doing the spaghetti. Oh no, Carmine, please. Oh, okay. It's fine. Yeah, I think this is a good idea because Carmine is in 1-touch range. And Jubei has a ton of red health left to recover, so I think the plan for Kiomi right now is just to let Carmine die.
Right.
Or get like health back with a 5 AAA. And let Jubei heal. Oh, but the counter hit jump A.
Oh, but no confirm.
Cross combo just going right for it. DP working out. Alright, still has
Almost
time on DP
and wow. Kyo. Yeah, definitely looking super solid with this team. This is, you know, as we were saying earlier, if we had to say what Kyo's main team is, we'd either have to say this team or a variation of this team plus one or yes. So definitely the initial one coming into play here because this Carmine is looking very strong. And yeah, Misery Racer with the quick switch to the Adachi Naoto back against the wall. See if they can clutch it out. They are on their main squeeze now.
I think it's interesting to note as well from Kiomi is that right as we saw there, he went for the grab active switch, but the fur ball was about to hit after the grab ended. And that happens a lot with Kyo. Like, he can't get a full combo because of the fur ball active switch, just kind of screws him over. Go for a cross combo right there, yeah. Keeping the defense up. Pinwheel, grab. Yes, sir. Trying to bait it first.
Yeah, Mystery. Smart to not burst there. Has the Adachi now. I feel like he's going to change a lot of the matchup just because of that right there. Ezio and Ezio as well going to have a lot more full screen control. Set up Naoto a bit better. Chubi counter hit did not confirm properly there. Ooh.
Oh no, nice BP just to avoid that.
That was, I mean...
Oh yeah, there we go. That's what happens with Kiomi's team all the time. It's just, he grabs and then the front ball just screws him over.
There it is. You just called it.
Yeah, but Kyo keeping it clean. Adachi at about 50% health right now. Oh my god, where is this cat going? trying to bait a burst, but Kiomi's been unsuccessful. Just Mr. Racer staying strong, having a hard read that his character, he has a faith that his character will stay alive and Kiomi will beat the burst.
Yeah, that seems to be what's going on here. Mr. Racer, oh, finds a hit. Okay, those will be incoming. Yes, it will. Yeah, incoming Jubei incoming.
Get full combo. Oh no, didn't get one. Wake up super. Hell yeah, we haven't seen that. And a pinwheel just to cover his ass. Alright, solo Naoto. As we keep saying, this is the problem character between the two. Although Mystery Racer has figured out this team almost perfectly, solo Naoto is definitely the problem when he does it. Oh no! Good DP.
Yeah, it's gonna avoid all of it. Kyo. Yeah, it's gonna be blocking in the front with Jubei.
Oh no, Kyo! Why? Wait for the shotgun!
Dude, he just punished that properly the last game. Why would he go for that like that this game? Literally, the situation just happened. Like, what? When were you like?
Yo, why?
Let your actions have consequences. I don't understand. Like, I really don't. Absolute Kate moment, dude. I don't get it.
Come on, Kyo. Come on, man.
Dude, I think what is shaking me the most is like we just saw that situation happen last game and Kyo punished it properly. He didn't try to air, he went for the to the land and then punished. But in this game, he said, no, I'm going in. No, I'm just you hate to see it. You also love to see it, but man, do you hate to see it.
Ooh, no. Getting an extra stick of butter, just cashing out early. Only a 4.4k, but that is a very early Ecom Multi set. And just 5A out of there. Boss double still available? What the hell? Alright. Getting damage. What the hell? It's all good. Wait! Oh my god, that hurt my ears. Getting another DP anti-air. And the grab again. Oh, and baiting the burst this time for real. This should be a dead attack.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Wait. Yo, this match is entering cursed territory.
It is. Well, I mean, it is Kiomi, and I would say he's one of the founding fathers of Curse Tower. Oh, that should be it. Bloodhouse? Or, yeah, that'll kill. There's a lot of short swings, so getting the most damage there, the highest amount of damage. Yeah, so Naoto. Come on, Kiomi, don't screw this up. Okay, Bloodhouse. Is Kiomi gonna do the thing? Yeah!
And Kiomi will seal the deal properly this time. We'll be getting a 3-2 over Misery Racer in a close set, no less.
Yeah. Solid work so far. You know, Kiomi showing, you know, this team on with. And like, you know, Kiomi does mess around. He does play basically everyone in the cast, but when push comes to shove, he's like, okay, gonna bring out the main squeeze. And
right.
You are gonna hurt because of it.
Yeah, well, solid stuff to Kia. They will be moving on into winners finals with fight ZeroShadowBlood. And yeah, it's just an interesting dynamic of what you were explaining earlier. You know, that new school versus old school. You know, we almost had the full new school winners finals with ZeroShadowBlood versus Mystery Racer, but it'll actually be continuing that theme. We'll have Kia representing the old school going against ZeroShadowBlood being new school.
Yeah.
Right. So next up will be myself versus Square.
And it looks like we're moving back down to losers of round 1. Oh yeah.
I mean, I've been running the room, so I couldn't exactly go to a match.
Yeah,
so.
that's so yeah, let's say now we have I would say an old school team kill. Mastrcheap and Square, no stranger to WNF, mainly offline. Just to see how these two will play out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's the war. I guess that's just the new theme of WNF Online nowadays. You know, it's the war between the BBTAG boomers and the BBTAG zoomers. You know, and this is definitely a fight between two BBTAG boomers. You know, then there's super boomers. You know, I would consider myself a BBTAG super boomer alongside Doppels and a couple of there's some super boomers. You know, we've all retired to either Gotcha or Final Fantasy 14, but you know, we're out there.
So we have like we have the young boomers and the old boomers.
Yeah, there's levels to boomers, you know?
If we're going off of that, it sounds like Cheap and I are young boomers. Oh, baiting the burst right there, but not getting a punish. Square is getting started right now, actually. All in work. That's continuing as well. Oh, ran right into the magic mirror. Where are you going?
If Square was ready for that confirm, that definitely could have been a lot of damage on Akihiko.
Yeah.
That counter hit started, jeez.
I think that might have killed. Oh, but the 5 beats is saying, nope, I am not dealing with your persona today, boy. Oh, no. Okay. That's all so far. Oh, no, but the run up 5 beat working out for him. Alright, this is looking a lot better in Chi's favor now, but Square still has a slight life lead. I don't think that'll matter much. See if Square can get his bearings back. Oh no, Raw Zero in the face. I don't know what that was about, but that is gonna be a dead Akihiko.
Without a doubt, Akihiko going down. Square is going to be stuck to solo 9. We had a solid early game going here, but now just going to be stuck with just 9. She does have level 4 resonance. The Akihiko is quite low. See when Square will decide to activate. Trying to go in here, just get anything going, open up. Oh my gosh! Yo, the cross up there.
Yeah, I think Cheap wasn't aware that it looks like after 9's 214 AC or jump 214C, it looks like you can your air actions reset. I don't think Cheap was ready and just kind of expected to be able to do something after. They're taking this back. I think with this combo he'll be able to at least about 2 hits of resonance timer.
Yeah, this is looking really close here. Oh. Okay, so the resonance is gone on Cheap's side. Square still has their resonance, which is really impressive. Oh, get it just to chase down.
Definitely think Square might have been a good idea to pump resonance in because this is going to put him in one touch situation. I would say probably a 2-touch situation right now. Going for the grab twice. Oh no, but the double fist just barely out of range, and that'll be game 1 going to Mastrcheap.
Yes, just slightly misspaced there on the EX move there from 9. You know, that fist, the tracking can be quite poor. It allegedly tracks, but as we saw in that situation right there, it can be quite poor tracking. That was definitely the detriment of Square, as Cheap will be getting game 1.
Get ready.
Yeah, and I think also the reason why Square is starting Adachi is that technically Adachi beats a lot of like the round start, like the known round start characters on round
I'm
start.
not good at this whole team thing.
So it's interesting.
Let's
I
see
think,
you try.
yeah, I feel like Square is trying to use that to his advantage, or just trying to keep 9 alive as much as possible until Adachi dies. Basically, just like a damage point.
Right.
Oh
wow.
Oh no, this is not a good look, boss. Look at that, it's already 6k and then the sisters came out. Oh god, 10.7k. Oh my god, Cheap, you're a bully.
That's gonna kill. And boy, what a situation that was looking bad ended up becoming worse, and then it ended up becoming the absolute worst. Like, just all the superlatives there, just building up.
It went from like bad, awful to just worst case scenario.
Yes. All right, well, Square is stuck on this solo 9 again. I mean, we saw Square fire back quite well with solo 9 last round. It's just like this time it's much different circumstances. You know, level 1 res instead of level 4. Cheap's characters, you know, they were fully healthy when she came in. Just, it looks like a tough hill to climb. Square still staying strong, trying to manage it, weather the storm, but oh my gosh, yeah, there's 2B answer there.
No need to leapfrog because the character is dead. Cheap taking it too low right now.
Yes, and it was just, you know, it was just such a big round start for that to happen to, you know, snipe out the 9 and then Square unfortunately going for the DP. Probably reading that Cheap was going to try to follow up on 9, hitting the assist character, but that was not the case. And it's complete snowball from there all the way to the very end.
I think Square needs to be a little braver on round start,
I'm not
especially
good at this
since he
whole
has
team
Adachi.
thing.
If you want me to play nice, I've got some bad news.
Yeah, we'll see how Square is able to navigate this accordingly and prevent that snowball from happening again. Okay, yeah, we'll be instant backdashing. Nice assist call as well, but just, I feel like that was a missed input. Can't imagine that what Square wanted for that situation.
I feel like what's going on is that he's trying to run up and do 580, but I feel like he's doing like a downward sweeping motion, so he accidentally missed inputs and just too late.
Right.
And yeah, this is gonna be another easy 10k right now. Yikes. No, not again.
Yo, if it was properly timed, that would have hit. Square stayed crouching the entire time, unfazed. Or maybe, you know, maybe I'm not giving Square enough credit. Maybe they knew it was mistimed, and so they were just like chilling.
Oh no, yes.
Scissors. Yeah, 9 will definitely be going down.
That's one of the problems with 9 is that after 5. So after 5 DP that are launching, you can contest it. And this should be leapfrog? Hell yeah, we haven't seen this in a while. Keep pressing 6 AA and the double DP. And red all over the screen. And that's not even accounting for the blood that was shed.
No red like roses either, and Mastrcheap gonna be taking a 3-0 over Square. So yeah, solid match there. I really liked the way that Square was leading off in that game 1. You know, that game really came down to the wire, but just Cheap, you know, they just found that pocket and they just stayed in it for the rest of the set and just, you know, never left that pocket or was never forced out of that pocket. Solid game there for Cheap.
So presumably, I feel like Cheap will run the gauntlet.
I would assume so.
Or probably summoning Griever to.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. While Cheap is getting that all squared away, be sure if you guys haven't already, please check out our match arena that I just put the link for in the chat. You use that code WNF letter O26 BBTAG, donate a free 50 cents to the pot. It's definitely appreciated. Make sure that is not something that you go without doing. If you are watching this stream, you can also check out the side quests that we have going on there. There's multiple people that you can follow and retweet that will donate to the pot as well, or you can do a direct donation. You know, if you want to do that, if you are feeling generous, we would greatly appreciate it. If you want to receive something for that donation, we have a treat for you. Be sure to check out our marketplace. We have plenty of items for sale. Lots of keychains from Princess Connect, Fate Go, Azure Lane, quintessential quintuplets, quite a few. Be sure to check them out. And of course, we have some manga for sale if you're looking to do some reading, courtesy of Titan Books, always keeping us supplied with the latest releases. We have my dad's Queen of all VTubers, Uzumaid Our Maid is Way Too Annoying, Shed Daisuke Ryuksaki-san, and Loner Life in Another World Volume 1. If you read that, pick up Volume 2 in the marketplace right now. Shout out to the Matcherino.
Yep. And real quick, if you haven't, if you're still looking for more Shed Daisuke Ryuksaki-san, Titan Books is actually releasing it, Volume 2 very soon. It is happening, I believe, on the 18th. Stay tuned for that. Alright, and we're getting into it. Losers round 2, as far as I know. Mastrcheap versus Griever, and I just saw a chat, and it looks like Griever is excited to fight Mastrcheap. I don't think we've ever seen this matchup before, so it's going to be interesting to see how these two duke it out.
All right, yeah, Griever with that really Aegis, definitely a strong team. It seems that I've seen, I think it was Promokin playing Guzman, TC Tag and Chill Training, so interesting to see how they fare against Cheap. You know, I don't know how much Aegis experience Cheap has besides fighting legendary Yaru 13. So.
Yaru from Gotcha retirement home.
Yes.
Looking good so far. Aegis is doing a lot of work, and right as I say that, it just gets happy birthday to Ruby instead. Oh god, what have I done?
Literally everything's looking pretty good for Griever until that very moment. That was just, I've never seen the tides change so quickly. Where it's just like, Griever's in huge trouble right now. Alright, well Griever still, you know, being able to find the hit, gonna be catching some resonance damage, and Aegis does hurt, you know, especially in resonance if she's able to get the right starter. Be looking at a world of hurt, but that, yeah. Cheap just running away, not wanting to get opened up again. It doesn't confirm. Doesn't go into too much. Yeah, needs to be careful of the burst. So Griever respecting that. Akihiko will be coming in. Oh, but there's a first punch right there, and Griever is stabilizing beautifully with his Aegis. What a cheeky setup, and then finds the low Griever with the solo Aegis comeback. That was beautiful. Yeah, so good stuff to Griever being able to make that comeback. Virtually resonance, you know, not too much resonance playing a part in that comeback. You know, there was one resonance confirmed, but really just some solid play and nice burst space was really what was able to be the deciding factor for that match. I really like that play from Griever.
Get ready.
So yeah, we'll have to see if Cheap's able to adapt accordingly. Again, I don't know how much Aegis experience that Cheap has. As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, Yori is the only one that we've had as far as you know, offline representation at WNF. Maybe Cheap has played some online, so here we go, going to game 2.
Oh my god, what the hell is going on? Is this because Kiomi entered in his first hours?
I guess this is nuts. I don't even know if I've seen Griever do that before. Like, I played against Griever quite a bit, and that was that felt uncharacteristic, but it was exactly what they needed.
What is going on? Yeah, Cheap looking kind of struggling right now, but getting opened up. Sure that he's no longer struggling. Getting nice, at least 8. Almost a 9K on duty. And the TRM. Hello. Yeah, catching out right away, not letting Griever burst right here in solo Aegis, but this is the problem character, so let's see what if he can stay solid and try and take it, but just the 2A like 5 times in a row and getting hit with that. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure she's dead.
That may have been the first time to wake up not block ever, because look at what you woke up into. Jeez.
Next match, let's see what.
Yeah, Cheap taking that game too handily. Man, that is really hard to say if he has adapted to Aegis, because we really didn't even really get to see her play. But I mean, a game is a game.
Aki was just like, your kneecaps? Consider them gone.
And in the words of Cheap himself, it's not my fault that you got hit.
Keeping it classy for the past 10 games? And just doing that?
Who said I needed your help?
So yeah, we'll see if Griever's going to be able to fire back from that one, because that was definitely rough. Looked so clean. Well, I mean, looked so good with the round start 5C. And wasn't able to move it from there. This time, you know, stabilizing a bit. I really like that 7-7 play. That was super cheap. Okay. Nice gunshot. Yeah, just trying to keep Cheap locked down in this corner. I like everything so far. Okay, nice burst on the side. Cheap gonna be able to bring this Akihiko in. It was definitely the problem and deciding factor of the last match. Looking to do the same in this match.
Oh no. 5 stacks and in the red. You better burst to me. Oh wait, no. You got this.
Lucky, because that definitely could have been a lot of trouble.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's kind of the second time we saw that happen, because that happened in the first match as well, I feel. I don't know. I guess it's 4A retracting her hurt box, baiting the burst. Wow, okay.
Oh yeah, that's the setup that Griever likes to go for a lot.
Yeah, it's hitting him with that Season 1 classic. The sandwich setups from Griever have been so on point for the entirety of this match. All of them have been like making, I can tell they're good sandwich setups, because not only is he getting the situation a lot, it's always a hit. So definitely good stuff to Griever, getting the 4P punish here, and that's going to be death. No meter spent either.
I feel like with the amount of meter Cheap has, this is technically, it could be like at least a 2 or 3 set situation.
Yeah.
Not out of it, but that's not. Oh wait, never mind. Go too far. No rush, not working out.
Right.
Oh no, but didn't believe. But Assault died. What's going on?
I don't know. This is a bunch of hits, but no confirm.
Oh, but the TRM. Let's go straight to super. Yes, sir. 5.6K and solo with solo Akihiko. I feel like this is a 1-set situation on this.
Yeah, gonna be activating the resonance now. What's gonna happen?
Oh, kill rush.
5D, but drops it.
Yeah, kill rush is a little awkward to confirm on, especially when they're in kill. And this should be game 2 going to be. Oh no, not yet.
Quite. Yeah, so very close here. Griever just needs to find any stray hit. Cheap's gonna need a combo to seal it, so kind of a one-touchy game you can rate, but the air dash ruby buttons. Griever able to get that game 2, and yeah, really just staying solid with the Ruby there. I am interested to see how Cheap is going to fire back over these next 2 games. You know, the second game was definitely a testament of like, Griever didn't get a lot of chance or opportunity to play. But with that third game and this first game, you know, we're really seeing a lot of Griever's game plan come to full fruition here. The sandwich setups, you know, they're hitting, you know, and just having good neutral presence. So see if Cheap's able to adapt and bring back 2, or Griever's going to be able to seal the deal.
Also, on a side note, we hit 1.1 million.
Oh yes, I'm aware.
Alright.
Bonking.
Oh, the boot? Yeah, I see. He's just going low right there. Probably reading that he's gonna go for Gala Hate, and there it is!
Yes, unblockable. Should have DP.
Seatbelt loop, nice 5.1. Hey, give me your phone. Oh my god, and there's another one. Griever, you wanted this and you got what you wanted. You are you are short 1 phone.
Hey, it's not my fault you got hit, is what Cheap is saying right now. Is he setting up for another one? Does he need another one? Okay, gonna go for the 5C.
Cashing out on it, yes. I don't think, yeah, not gonna kill just yet. But just going for the 2-way. And Ghetto perfect?
Close.
No, that's a real perfect.
Oh, that's a real perfect.
Yeah, no, that's a real perfect.
Oh my god, Cheap, you gotta calm down. You took his phone and got a perfect? Man.
That's a little disrespectful. Just a little bit. But no, that really just speaks to the testament of the dynamic of how these games have been going. Either Griever gets to play and then navigate the neutral and kind of outplay Cheap, or Cheap gets the first hit and just does not let Griever do anything at all and just seals the deal in perfect fashion, as we just saw there in that last game. So the question is, what will we see in this game 5? A stabilization of the 2? More of the same from either side? I really don't know, but man, what an explosive last round. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, sniping Aegis in the back here.
Slashing with that 5 right there. Are you starting taking a considerable amount of damage? Come on! Oh no!
Oh, Ruby! No!
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, and this is really just looking like that Cheap ideal game that's gotten those first 2. Griever still trying to fight back. Oh, what a nice 5B call there from Cheap. A little bit risky to do, right? Just right on the cross combo activation, but just had the right read. And boy, are you in for some damage.
Kill, but we're gonna get the double DP combo that Cheap lets you go for, but oh no, that could have been super bad because the last hit fell out because of this him. But where did Ragna's health go? Why
That's Aegis, dog.
Why did Ruby and Aegis just get...
Dude, Aegis' damage is insane. 5B, 2B, that does like 2k on its own.
Keeping Akihiko in the corner.
Wow, gets the throw. Wow, that was
time to push.
What in the world? That was an interesting assist call. Not only was that going to combo, but also was able to punch the burst, but it will not matter. The Ruby is down. We are stuck to solo Aegis here. Griever has done this before. Will they be able to do it again? Cheap. You can tell just trying to seal it. Doesn't want to see anything happen.
Oh, nice reaction.
Yes. Why block Gauntlet Hades when you can reversal it? What a Orgia dash all the way up to the skies.
To go in, just trying to chill out here.
Nice low tech. Push blocking. Griever not out of this yet at all. You know, Cheap does have to be a little bit careful with how they put the Ragna quite low. I guess definitely has damage resources. No. It just gets opened up.
As long as Cheap doesn't drop this. Yes, sir. Not even going for leapfrog, and Cheap taking it a very close 3-2.
Too bad.
Yes, what a fantastic set from both of these players here. You know, the way that we were seeing how the matches go for it to stabilize to that conclusion. It really could have gone either way, but Cheap is the one that's going to be coming out on top. They'll be moving to losers, quarter, final, and it's going to be another BB tag boomer match with YoFavScrub versus Mastrcheap in losers quarters.
Does Cheap want to run the gauntlet, or does he want to take a break and let Kaiten and Mystery Racer play it out, because it is losers quarters right now?
Yeah, well, Kaiten and Misery Racer just played. Kaiten was able to get it over Misery Racer.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I thought like I looked at Match Arena, or I mean Smash GG and saw the bracket. It was still not played. Okay.
Yeah, so this is going to be the match to decide the thematic top 4 that we're setting up here. BBTAG Boomers versus BBTAG Zoomers, right? On the winner side, representing the Zoomers, we have ZeroShadowBlood. Representing the Boomers, we have Kyo. And then on loser side, representing the Zoomers, we have Kaiten. And now we're going to be figuring out the Boomer side of either YoFavScrub or Mastrcheap.
Yeah, but since I already mentioned it, real quick, Match Arena, 350 cents to the pot, you already know what it is. With the code WNFO26 BBTAG, like I said, adds a free 50 cents to the pot. And if you want to do a direct donation, you can as well. But if you want a little something for your donation, you can go over down to the marketplace. Girls Frontline, Fate Go, Azure, Lane, Quintessential Quintuplets, and Fate Go keychains. And also our sponsor Kaiten Books has some manga. One Life in Another World Volume 1 and 2. Shit, that's gonna be Gasagi-san. My dad's the queen of all VTubers, and Uzumane. Our mate is way too annoying. We're getting right into losers quarters. YoFavScrub versus Wi-Fi Gang Mastrcheap.
Bruh, I'm finna cry. Yo, you smoked that, dog. Yo,
oh my god.
The rap god. Yo, E30, I'm passing the torch, man. That was fantastic.
I had to speedrun it.
Yeah, speedrun, but you were ready. You did not skip a beat. It was fantastic.
Apologies if you can hear that in the background. That's just some guy in a V8. Alright, getting right into it. We got the Ragna mirrors.
So, Scrub going with Ragna Ruby now, not that me going with the Ragna Naoto against Cheap. These two have a lot of history, so.
I think maybe I feel like it's kind of like an established thing where Cheap wants a phone steal, but does he mention who it's going to be? But getting the EX assault dive and killing Ragna, so no phone steal available for Scrub anymore for this match.
Yeah, and I feel like this has just been all Cheap so far, you know? Scrub has had a hard time, but yeah, trying to burst bait there. Gonna get to confirm the super. Yeah, it has a lot of ground to make up with the Solar Ruby, but this is a good start.
Right? Yeah,
I mean, are you telling me you wouldn't?
I mean, you know, I meant for you because, you know,
you don't understand. That was a Fullman shout out.
Getting a nice 11k within kill range now. I'm trying to go for a crossover, get to open up boat, but didn't believe what this.
Oh my gosh! What a side top confirm, and Mastrcheap will be getting game 1 over Scrub.
Very impressive work so far.
And yeah, just the run that Cheap has been having. It's just been the run that is just, you know, I see right through it. Cheap was like, look, you're putting the TO into loser side. It's my turn to fix the brackets. I am going to make the entire losers run of a lifetime. You know, it's my tournament. How dare you send me to losers round 1? And that's exactly what's going on so far.
Yeah, just I feel like it's just a testament, or just to dispel any doubt in anyone's minds that, oh, did you fix the bracket in your favor? Hell no. He's being a Chad, losing on early in the bracket just to make a statement. I am here to play. And you Zoomers will know what's good.
Respect your elders.
Oh
my gosh. Yeah, that's going to be huge damage on the side of Scrub.
Yeah,
wow. I think it actually could have been. I'm just really interested in that route that Scrub opted to go for. Needed to build a bar. So it's an interesting situation there, but still keeping up momentum. Able to bait the 2B enter with that Ruby air options. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, Scrub going for that classic. But still, I'm going to open up for the 5.
Yeah, and just one of these signature Scrub games, right? You know, getting the momentum, just not letting the opponent really get out of the corner, just keeping them on defense the entire time and finding those hits, confirming properly. What a nice air unblockable call with the 360. Okay, this is dangerous. Loser Scrub is comfortable. Yeah, the Ruby in the back, enabling Ragna to do whatever he wants. Scrub taking game 2 in convincing fashion. And yeah, I like that game from Scrub. You know, that was really him kind of snapping back. You know, as far as stream matches, I feel like that's a type of game that we haven't seen so far in this WNF that is so characteristic of Scrub. That snowball-y type of Ruby Ragna gameplay that we know him for. So getting that, you know, against Cheap, I'm sure it's going to be a good momentum starter to see if he's able to carry that. What's a safe jump? Anyways, going into game 3.
Our brain cell only has capacity for 2 5A.
I think safe jump is when you jump but you block. You don't hit any buttons. I mean, that is a safe jump. You can't get hit unless they DP. So maybe it's only against characters that have a counter DP.
Oh my god. He's been extremely trigger happy with these 5As.
Yes, and that's something I noticed in the last, I can't tell if it was just I haven't seen Cheap play in a while, or if it's just the signs of net play, because Cheap was very liberal with those 5 seasons in the last tournament I saw him playing too.
Oh no, that was a really smart time. So, if I remember correctly, that's also like the same problem with Tsuru when she does like combos in the air. Is that you can DP right before she does. I mean, you can burst right before she does her DP ender, and basically get a free combo.
Yup, you're 100% correct, E30. I've had that happen to me plenty of times. I cry every time. Whoa, what a snipe with the jump see there from Cheap. Just calling out the Ragna air dash. Oh, and we are going to be looking at some big, dammy, whammy. Body, liver, toe, head, shoulder, knees and toes, knee, cap on my knees, heart in my chest. Ruby going down.
Tell him, Aegis. Go on. You'll light the room on fire with those kind of words.
Alright, well, Misery Racer is making the call. Could it be the Scrub telepathy that we'll see the Naoto? Doesn't look like it. Scrub is sticking to the gun. We're going to be going Ragna Ruby for the rest of this set. I mean, I don't think it's a bad decision. Like I said, these two have a lot of history, so pulling out something like that would be a little bit hard to get over on Cheap. And really, it's just a matter of playing against Cheap properly. So see if Scrub is able to make that proper adjustment. Tournament life is on the line for it.
Yeah, just no answer to that. He's gonna double jump and a cross up blood side. Never changed SoCal.
Man, that was harnessing the power of Metalix there for sure. Alright, well, Scrub fully locked in, didn't even ponder a character swap, and I could see why. Just really saying, you know, I know what I need to do, I'm gonna get it done, and they're really going for it right now. Really haven't gotten hit with anything significant, you know, just a sliver of life on Ragna, and the snowball doesn't stop.
Even though that was a drop combo, it was still 6 points. Not a lot. Lost and oh my god, what a blow. Come on! Come on! No! Oh,
wow.
but
You counter poke with the boot to the face! Cheap. Yeah, just putting up these proper stop signs on what looked like an unstoppable Scrub, and you know, there's still a lot of ground that needs to be made up. You know, Cheap is quite low, but slowing down this neutral game is definitely very good for Cheap. But oh my gosh, just the whip by B, burst instantly. Yeah, I think some momentum change is a huge deal here. You know, Scrub not on the offensive, needs to find a kill on somebody quick. What? I hate SoCal, dog.
SoCal, come on! Oh! Cheap is so smart. He 5 beat the Gala hitting some Scrub. Oh my god! What a Omega gamer.
Okay, gotta be finding the other burst. Cheap, the characters. This is the situation we were talking about earlier, right? You know, Cheap, the 2v1 situation, but the characters are low. You can't get touched because they will die. And now we have a 1v1 situation. Scrub finds the throw on the incoming, and the solo Ruby comeback will do it. We have tied it up 2-2.
That was really smart by Scrub right there. I understand what Cheap was trying to go for when he was trying to anti-air Ruby in the corner, because it's like, oh, use your double jump, and there's not really. I think Cheap just kind of forgot that Ruby can still do her gun blast in the air, so I don't blame for Cheap attempting an anti-air.
Who said I needed your help?
There.
Yeah, Ruby can be one of those tough characters in the anti-air, but unfortunately, Cheap will be paying for that. Now we have a Game 5 situation here. A SoCal Classic in losers quarters. Which Boomer will come out victorious? Oh, the Gauntlet Hades? I mean, Boomers can't block that for sure. And look at these loops.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be the mind loop from now. It's either you duck the second hit, or we'll just go for getting a nice TRM. Let me get some damage right here. Not saying a kill. Trying to bait a burst right there for Scrub, having no awareness. Here's a 5 right back at you.
Yeah, now it's Scrub that's here with the 5Cs, and getting the air-to-air, I would say that this is where things get a little bit dangerous here. Okay, so Scrub, obviously gonna push to the corner, gets the throw, good tech on the side of Cheap. Wow, just slices through the Persona and Akihiko, does not care.
Oh, there's an anti-air. Hits, and that getting a nice... Oh, the wing of TP, and that should be a dead Ruby. Yes, sir, just one stick of butter. 28k. The Scrub's tournament life here.
Yeah, it's all down to solo Ragna. You can see the way Cheap has adjusted. Just icing the game down, chilling out up to Scrub to make the comeback. Gets the Gauntlet Hades, but the burst is already there. Activating Resonance now. Okay. And this is a good way to start for Scrub, you know, get some life back on that Ragna, get Akihiko down to fatal territory, and get a DP. Scrub is not complaining about that one.
Because of high hits? Oh, he could have gone
Oh my gosh. Good presence of mind knowing that Cheap had the burst available.
Oh
my
no.
God. Is Scrub really gonna pull this off?
Nice defense.
Gauntlet Hades.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that Cheap likes to go for. Like, you guys go for the 5v2, but you can... That's it. That's one of the classes of Cheap, and that's a nice 8.5k. 5 seconds left on Resonance. One stick of butter. Probably gonna use it for push block perhaps. Oh no!
No chance, but Scrub finally finds contact with the Gauntlet Hades. This confirm won't kill though. What's the Oki? Push blocks. And Cheap, so content to just play this neutral game, just holding back with Akihiko, picking the spots, trying to find the 5D, anything that'll hit. Scrub trying to be the aggressor, finally hit, there's the 5D right there. Doesn't have any meter to spin, good block on the side of Scrub, anti-air, but no confirm, scrambling. Oh my god. And YoFavScrub takes a 3-2 over Mastrcheap and a nail biter. I can barely even talk. Jeez. And man, Cheap had the anti-air 2B, just unfortunately dropped the combo there. Scrub able to capitalize accordingly. And just what a set. The way that Cheap was playing that was so impressive. Just, you know, complete patience, just opting to literally just hold back. And I hate Misery Racer, but opting to hold back and try to get something started, play the neutral game. But it was Scrub that was able to come out on top. What a game.
Solid work so far.
Drop.
Just see it.
Are you gonna go give him a stern talk?
Yeah, I'm running over to Misery Racer to give him the which one is it? Not the tantrum. Where's the one where her eyes turn yellow? Is it disappointed? Hold on, I need to look at her. Which one is it? Not bashful. No, we don't feel like that. Super mad. There we go. Look at him right now. Give him the super mad. Get out of here, dude. Like...
I will pan the camera and so that. Yeah. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. The floor is all yours, Atkins.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say we've built up the as we've been prefacing this entire time, the Boomer versus Zoomer exhibition for the top 4. I think we're gonna lose the side of it first, but we'll have YoFavScrub versus Kaiten. So that will be the first Boomer versus Zoomer exhibition. We do have ZeroShadowBlood and Kiomi waiting in winner's side, but yeah, down the top 4 of the WNF episode 26.
Are we doing losers first, or are we gonna?
Oh wait, hold on. I messed up. We're doing winners first.
Okay.
Never mind, I'm a dirty liar.
Actually, no, wait, that's not losers finals.
I mean,
it's loser semi. So no, we go on with losers then, because that's not because we have to have losers final confirmed
Right.
first.
Okay.
So
Never mind, I'm a double liar.
Kiomi, you stay.
Losers finals before winners finals, it could happen, right?
we're not doing losers finals though. This is losers semis.
I'm kidding. I'm sure supposed to be Kiomi.
I mean, why is Kyo saying this is?
Look, it's all good. Yo, who's that? I mean, cheap. You can kick Mystery Racer right now. You can end my suffering.
Why am I kicking him?
Why is he in here? He doesn't have a game to play.
You're right. Why is he in here?
I don't know. I'm asking you, T.O. Make the call. Get him out of here.
Give him the gun. I have the camera pan.
Oh no, he's here to stay as we ready up for our loser semis match. Scrub versus Kaiten.
Yeah, we're getting right into it. So the first in this top 4, Boomer versus Zoomer, basically an exhibition at this point. YoFavScrub, no stranger to offline and offline events in Kaiten, an up-and-coming player
Do that later.
amongst
Get away.
the local tournaments. Especially, they've been showing to Guzman tournaments for a while, and then they recently just started showing up to WNF, so it's always nice to see some fresh faces. Going with their patented
Can't escape
Yukiko
from
Hilda.
crossing fate.
This team, I hate fighting. Kaiten, like, sometimes in a
Yes. Here we go. Kaiten striking first right here. Yeah, jump C, 5P. I recognize that.
I would say Scrub was trying to run up and straight up, but it didn't work out because the Yukiko 5P was there to just clap him in the back.
Ooh. Yeah, felt tick throw, went for the JGotchaBeezy tick throw setup. Two-way throw. Okay, yeah, gonna be bursting there. I think that's not a bad time to burst at all, you know, Kaiten.
Oh no!
Wow, what a whiff DP there. But the drop combo on the side of Kaiten. Yeah, trying to go for the pickup off of that. I don't know the ins and outs or intricacies of how that's possible. I don't understand optimal Hilda combos, but...
I just saw like a friend by on the counter from that far away. Nice,
Wow,
defense by
nice
Kaiten.
defense. That was a great defensive sequence. And it's still continuing. Oh, finally get to opened up.
Oh, my curse has been implanted on you, it looks like.
It is. You hate to see it.
Going low this time. Trying to get Hilda in there, but saying, get out of this guy, that's my area. All of the
I like
screen
that.
is my area.
Yeah, and so in terms of who has the advantage in this game, it's hard to say. Life-wise, it's definitely Kite, but Kite has not been able to build those Yukiko stacks, and the Hilda's low. Playing really confident with the low Hilda on the front too, no burst available, and boom. This was the problem that I was noticing right there. She got hit. Kite just playing a little bit too confidently with the Hilda and not opting tapping Yukiko because he wants the stacks, you know? So he's going to be fighting with just the level 2 resist Yukiko, but we've seen Kite make comebacks like this before. See if this could be a case where we would see the comeback here.
So what you're saying is, Kaiten's full of
Stop. That's not what that is. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't run, Atkins! This might kill? Because it is a single hit super? Let's see, maybe this doesn't help. No, I'm a liar.
Wow, 12K. But yeah, Scrub will be able to take that back. And yeah, like I said, I liked the way, so in terms of life lead and everything and just the way the Kaiten playing, it looked really good. It was just that one glaring, you know, as we say, kink in the armor. It was the Hilda was low. And then not only that, Kaiten was still content with calling the Yukiko assist to split in the cross gauge, so there was no burst available. All it took was one hit. Scrub recognized that situation, got the air-to-air, and that was all she wrote. And a decent situation turned into an awful one really fast. You can come with no stacks. You do not want to fight with regular Phoenix. You want to fight with Dark Phoenix. So
Can't escape from crossing
yeah, let's see if Kaiten can adjust accordingly going into the game 2.
They can test the ground start right here. getting open up right there. Powerful combo, 3.9k.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well that will be a punish. This was something that we saw in the last game too. Kaiten got a with DP punish, but ended up dropping the combo, just kind of getting the full thing. Just 4.8k, but we take what we can get. They're dropping probably hate, but no duck. Interesting. Yeah, did not duck the second thing that got Hades, but still. Oh, we did not get the signature guy team confirmed there. That could have been really good. Scrub had no burst, so that could have been a lot of stacks built, just unfortunately whiffed. Oh yeah, patented Scrub set up there.
Try to block the Phoenix, but the Phoenix is like, nope. I'm here to stay boxed. Oh yeah, and we're getting Dark Phoenix, 8 stacks. Ooh, this is not a good look, boss.
Definitely a nice snipe on Hilda in the back there, and the cross combo activation to save Ragna. However, Ragna can't escape this combo now. 8 Agi stacks, it hurts more than it should. Wow, what a nice smoky corner from Kaiten. That was perfect. But there's the reversal, Carnage Scissors. Halt. Cease what you're doing. Yes. Scrub just trying to navigate Yukiko here. Has had some good callouts to bring her below half health. But still, the Ragna is quite low. And I like what Kaiten is doing here, just setting up a whole bunch of obstacles on the screen for Scrub to try to navigate through. And it's been so difficult. And a nice confirm there with the 5-8, but drops this. That was definitely a super that was dropped. Gonna be able to get it this time though.
Can I finish them all?
Handle this myself.
So she deserved it.
Oh my god, that was so nice!
Yo, somebody go to Scrub's house right now and make sure that Metallic's not playing, I swear. There it is, the Hilda's going down. We have Ragna versus Yukiko, but Yukiko's on 8 stacks. Activates the resonance, level 4 resonance on both sides. This is a dangerous situation for both players here. Anything could happen.
It's in play now, but
That could have been death. I think that literally could have been death.
Oh no, 6.2k. Ah, come on, Scrub! What are you doing? That was so obvious!
Man, but Kaiten didn't kill. Did not go for a 2-1-4 C confirm or anything, but just gets hit by the fan, and Kaiten will be getting their first game on the board.
Oh, that made me sick.
Dude, it was just like, it was so blatant. He did run up, and then for at least 25 frames, Kaiten had already been in the air. Like, Kaiten was in the air 25 frames ago, and he said, nah, you're gonna do jump C right now for no reason. Like, no. Just nothing.
Scrub thought DBD had the hitbox of a Hyde 2B right there.
Something, but Kaiten not biting, has been playing with SoCal long enough, knows our dirty tricks. We don't OS and we still phones. Also may or may not know what a safe jump is.
I keep saying that, but I don't know what that is.
Later, just get away.
I already explained it earlier. It's when you jump in the air and don't hit a button and opt to block against a character that does not have an air unblockable DP. That is a safe jump. Here we go. Hey,
Is that a play?
Oh, yes, I'm gonna be stabilizing with the Kaiten combo here. Interesting setup there. Oh wow, yeah, just caught Scrub possibly trying to jump. Keeping the pressure going. Gets the low into the overhead cheap stuff. Wow, and block on the DP. Spinning with bar there, possibly didn't have to, but I mean, a kill's a kill. Full health on the side of Kaiten. And this is looking really tough for Scrub to navigate, man.
Oh my god.
That was such good counterplay from Kaiten. Gonna be getting this confirmed here this time. So we've activated the resonance.
I think Scrub's just trying to make something happen, and he will get the chance to right now. Now he's gonna get some health back because of the resonance. Using like an EX move resonance, it doesn't allow the doesn't get a lot of meter for it.
Ooh. 5-8 out with Hades.
I think what Scrub tried to do there is try to create a version where he did recognize that now. But oh, didn't get the EX move, so not gonna be able to get a lot of stacks. Would have been at 7 right now, but this is still a very favorable look for Titan right now. Oh no, the second hit, that does more! Oh no! And that should be it actually, Titan having all the stacks.
Jeez. Yeah, and Scrub has just been really trigger happy on a lot of these DPs and everything. Kaiten has just had an eye for it, landing the combos, building the Yukiko stacks. They're up 2-1 against Scrub right now.
試合ならいつでも大歓迎。
You know what? That's a coffee posture, right? One more.
Okay, so it looks like Scrub is okay. Scrub is making the huge switch now. Gonna be going with Carmine Hakumen. All things considered, right? Against this team, a comp like Hilda Yukiko, Carmine Hakumen is a team that could definitely have some good counterplay capabilities. So definitely in terms of Hakumen being able to slash through a lot of the, you know, circus that Titan seems to be setting up for Scrub to kind of navigate, Hakumen could help with that. And then, you know, having the Carmine on front, I can see this being a good counterpick. The question is Scrub ready to execute? They're going to need to be able to bring it 2-0 against Titan here. Here we go, game 4.
Oh, he's still getting bonked early on, and he'll be getting bonked as well. Scrub still got those.
Yeah, the biggest of hyper jumps there with Carmine. Dropped the combo, but not the worst thing in the world. A lot of damage has been done. Here comes the Hakumen. Okay, yeah, just blocking. Oh, wow! Perfectly timed 5A there to avoid that counter rush there from Hakumen. Yeah, has the Hilda combos that I definitely cannot do. Jump C, 5P. Yeah, but Hilda's quite low. This is the same problem we just saw from game 1. Keeping Hilda in for so long, just staying confident, but will they be rewarded for their efforts? Gonna be getting the cross combo here. Getting some life back, opts the switch. Yukiko only at 1 stack though. That is the trade-off here, and she's already getting hit. This team is definitely not shy on damage. Scrub even getting some life back on that Carmine. Okay, the question is, what is Kaiten going to prioritize here? You know, does not have a lot of stacks on Yukiko, probably opting not wanting to play this matchup. Oh, but get the... Not in time. Lucky that Scrub didn't try to DP there. Wow. Phoenix does it. Oh, nothing.
Trying to... they're pretty content with trying to stay within the mid-range. And just constantly into something. Oh, but did he...
It was he blocked the Hilda EX in the air and then ended up just not coming in contact with the Phoenix.
This is the play. Well. Oh yeah, Scrub has a very good eye for those 2 and 4 Cs that Kaiten has been landing so heftily in the first 2 games here, but oh, that was super nice. Yeah,
very nice to have
dealing with the rain at all. A little trigger happy with the DPs, but they should take it. Another dome and then the legs and DP. Bringing it back, and we're now on set point.
Yes, definitely, as we said, a team that's not shy on damage and a team that definitely can execute against Kaiten's comp, and we just saw all of that come together here. It's going to be up to Kaiten. I know they have some side teams as well. What are they going to do? Are they going to be locked in with this Hilda Yukiko, or do they have something they're going to bring out at the last second? Let me not forget, while we are figuring this out, I got to be super mad at Misery Racer, who has still not left the lobby. What are you doing here, you scrub? And Kaiten possibly going to be going for Neo Yukiko. Has it hovered? Is this... No, okay. Just teasing us and just kidding. I think I got this, y'all. SoCal lore.
Yeah. Look what Mesa said earlier. That
In SoCal, we went through the layers of not pressing a button on the way down and then getting mashed on and just gave up. It's not wrong.
SoCal lore.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
All right, well, final game here in this set to determine who moves on and loses finals. Not semis. This is semis.
That was extremely risky, especially with the amount of damage like this team can ponder. Or try to bait a burst like that, but not getting anything for the trouble. Oh no, almost a nice confirm. Probably a good idea, but punishing with the flame pillar on her. Not tag right.
Yes, has the Yukiko combo on deck as well. Just building up the pressure with Yukiko. Wow!
I like
Ooh,
that Scrub
good.
put the brakes on his offense right there.
Yeah, that was very good patience on the side Scrub.
Oh, but the pinwheel is actually attacking Hakumen instead. That's your partner, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, just going for the cross. You see this amount of damage. White House. Oh, yeah. This might
Wow. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
definitely going to kill.
kill. Okay, and it's Akihiko with only one stock, but it is level 4 resonance, so this is. Oh no, is that safe jump? Yeah, but yeah, we're making it safe.
Yeah, look at all the shit that's been done. Scrub is so low on this. Carmine needs to find a way to steal that life back, and that's the way to do it. That's exactly what Scrub needed. Definitely not complaining about getting a confirm like that for sure. Oh, go for it. I'm not sure if it was a throwaway or just said run and jump. But yeah, now Kaiten is kind of low, just one Agi stack. No resonance. But Scrub's character's up.
Oh no! But DP through it! It's so smart by Kaiten!
Wow. Just staying fully tuned in, trying to make this comeback, but Yukiko does just the DP, trying to get some life, possibly a bit too greedy of an action there. And YoFavScrub with the clutch counter pick to bring it back against Kaiten. We'll be taking it 3-2. And man, I really like the Kaiten's presence of mind. You know, to even have the wit to DP through that Hakumen counter super, it was all looking good, but just you know, trying to get a little bit too much health back there with Yukiko, and was punished accordingly for it. So we'll be Scrub who will be moving on to our losers finals, getting one on the board for the Boomers.
Back up to the winners finals where we will have Kiomi versus
Dude, he won't. He won't. I know he can hear me. I'm telling him he won't.
He's okay, yeah. Or he's actually mixing us right now. It's a 50-50. Actually, no. It's like a 7-layer mix-up based on how many teams he can play. Yeah, this is the Nintendo Wii U team. Oh, bringing out the platinum.
Carmine Plat?
Spicy.
I'm not gonna... Raiden? That guy doesn't play in tournaments. He's just a content creator. Uploading first to 10s. That have been really good, by the way. Check them out. Follow Raiden on YouTube. I've been enjoying those first to 10s. The most recent one was with Red Blade. Interesting one. AKA Aspida 420. Alright guys, well here we go. Winners, finals. Team Boomer, Kyo locked in on the Carmine Jube, gonna be going up against ZeroShadowBlood. Just fought their way here with the Susano'o Yumi.
One of the things that kill me.
Just crazy air navigation there from Kyo, but just went a little bit too crazy, came down minus, and yeah. ZeroShadowBlood definitely taking advantage of it. Ooh! Oh my gosh, you are in for a world of hurt, amigo. Oh, tries to go for the reset. Kyo recognized getting the DP punish, and yikes.
Look at that dropship select.
Definitely a dropship select that was set up 5 years ago.
Kyomi
Well
was
planned
still
attack.
in his match from winners round 2, and he saw that.
Oh my gosh, and look at this firing back here. You know, the beginning of this game was looking so bad for Kyo, but what happened? Yumi is down. ZeroShadowBlood activating the resonance.
It's not gonna work on Kyomi. He can do that in SoCal.
It is actual factuals. Now Kyo getting even more life back. Sets up the sandwich. Wow!
Kyomi! Oh my god! Come on, man!
Things are cursed out. Can we ban Kyo from WNF, man? Like, the most eccentric neutral being played right now, but I gotta respect it. Gonna get thrown. Yes, that's the Batista classic right there. I recognize that situation.
So, and this should be it. What house? Oh no, decided to be a little slightly less disrespectful and just going for the kill. He's taking a game 1 in pretty close fashion. Oh
Yeah, no, that was definitely a nobody there. Just a lot of wild stuff happening for sure. But Kyo able to stabilize there and get the first game on the board. Alright, yeah, I'm able to return back to the center of the lobby. That toxic fiend that we know as Misery Racer has left, so.
Alright.
How?
No one, it didn't get caught on camera, so, you know. We're not going to say anything that will...
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Just going to say it didn't happen, the guy just disappeared. Moved out of town, probably.
Whoa, that was a very sneaky low setup there from Kyo. They can get it confirmed completely. Oh, that could have been way worse there from ZeroShadowBlood with DP, but did not get punished super accordingly. Okay.
Back in, and that is the first time I've seen Kiomi use that anti-air.
Oh man, just a lot of drop combos all around. I was liking ZeroShadowBlood's navigation through that cross combo to nullify, but then got anti-air, no combo, and then no combo on their side as well. So they're really just kind of trading blows here. Kiomi does have the corner positioning, or had it. Ooh, yeah, the pin will always come back.
I think that was what I was talking about earlier, is that Kiomi, like, whether it's out of coincidence or he actually knows it's going to happen, there's always a puddle outside of the screen vision. So that, like, you know, even though you see the pin, it's like, oh yeah, I'm fine, and then you see the one on the ground, it's just like, click your, you know, credit card you.
Yeah, it's sneaky. Oh no!
No, that super is actually plus!
Yeah, ZeroShadowBlood was respecting the Jubei assist there, and it dissipated right there. So it's just like you didn't have to respect as much at all. Probably even could have reversal super to avoid that situation, but it's just such an awkward one, right?
Oh, yeah, Pin will saving him, but this won't save him. He is dead. I mean, Carmine.
Yeah, it's coming in with level 4 resonance on the Jubei. Gets caught low though.
Just stall out the resonance timer. Gonna use stick of butter as well. Yes, sir. Back to the corner. To the window, to the wall.
Ooh, okay.
Cat paws working out. Oh my god, I think it's
I think so too.
Yes, sir. That should kill.
Boom. There it is. Jubei coming in clutch for Kyo there. And yeah, something that I want to point out there is definitely the strength of Jubei as a resonance character. Just getting that passive meter regen and being able to do the teleport options. That alone in neutral is just really, really obnoxious to deal with in this game. But when you're getting those passively regened and the amount of cash out that you can get on the side of Jubei for landing one of those, it's really a difference maker. All right, well, Kyo looking to really hold it down for the Boomers here. Has 2-0 over ZeroShadowBlood. ZeroShadowBlood's going to need 3 straight to bring this back. What a curse set it's been, but a good set for Kyo nonetheless. What's going to bring us home?
I kind of like that because it also could have doubled as Carmine has a sponge to
The sneak cat. Okay. Yeah, good burst to save Susano'o's life here, but ZeroShadowBlood definitely needs to stabilize. You can see them running out of the corner. Oh, Aaron blocked with DP. Kyo is ready for it. Oh, that's not gonna proc. Nice defense. Oh, but yeah, wasn't able to defend against that one. The sneak cat. I'm telling you.
combo as well. Actually, they're switching that back into it. Jubei, Carmine grow quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure. Oh no. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure this is the dead Jubei, but combo drop.
Yeah, so now finding a hit with Susano'o in the front, 4 bars on deck. This can actually definitely be a dead character if Kyo opts to not burst. But gonna be, yeah, not gonna be doing it with the cross combo. I think need a cross combo kill, or will this kill? Oh. Okay, yeah, no, it needs a cross combo kill. So.
Young C will take it. Overhead. But this is solo Carmine, and that DP hitting from behind, but yeah, just
Yes, ZeroShadowBlood.
Oh,
wow,
no.
Another good call out on the DP, and ZeroShadowBlood firing back. Gonna be putting the game on the board. And yeah, I really like that there. You know, ZeroShadowBlood recognizing Kyo going for those DPs twice and punishing accordingly. They are still in this. Yeah, something I was going to speak to is definitely the eccentric nature of a team like Carmine Jubei. We see a lot of these situations that Kyo is setting up here. I have to imagine the situations that ZeroShadowBlood might not be familiar with, you know, just setting up the Carmine Blood Puddles, tagging the Jubei, and then side swap. Like, it's just like, it's such an eccentric team, and Kyo is definitely a very, very proficient with it. So, good stuff to ZeroShadowBlood keeping up with defense on some of these situations, though. There's some solid defensive sequences on that last match.
Nice combo going. Cost up ZeroShadowBlood right there. Trying to make something happen. Cross combo on both sides. Carmine getting bonked and Jubei getting bonked as well.
Alright, this is big trouble here for Kyo. Oh, what is a blue beat combo? Did not have to eat this.
And just waking up. And there we go. The Kyo special, the 5-8.
A dropped combo.
There's probably because of Yumi's hitbox. Oh. The furball was still active and it worked out for him.
Yes.
We'll try to go for a grab. Yeah, I don't know if I like Jubei chilling out there. And that'll be the Jubei solo Carmine at Red Hell. Shin Carmine time coming in soon.
There it is. ZeroShadowBlood has completely changed the tag of the matchup here. Just solo Carmine needed another bait on the DP.
Oh no!
Okay. Yeah. Keeping it together, able to get the air-to-air there, and now it's tied at this set up to 2-2. ZeroShadowBlood seems to have found a little bit of some answers here, navigating around Kyo. Yeah, so now the question is, you know, Kyo, yeah, gonna be locking in with Carmine Jubei no matter what. I was wondering if they would be switching, but no, they are set. They are going straight in with Carmine Jubei, and now the question is, can they seal the deal, or has ZeroShadowBlood really just found everything they need to do to navigate against Kyo? Anime Ascension 2019 flashbacks. These circumstances didn't stop the BBTAG player named Kiomi.
That's good, bro. Smart kid. Didn't know you had to damage, but it is. Good DP as well.
Yes, very good DP. Yeah, Carmine is solo. Yeah, gonna be getting them out of there. Flying around with Kate. Oh, what a nice call with the Carmine assist there, but a dropped combo. Clash on 5B. Yumi, please.
Oh, but the pinwheel saving him. Good DP.
Nice wake up DP.
Get out of there. An unfortunate situation, but Jubei does have a lot of interactions in the air, so it's pretty hard to catch him. Tap off again.
Wow. Yeah, this is such a obnoxious neutral to try to contend with, and feel really just able to stabilize for as long as they needed to get this Oki situation going. Good defense on the side of ZeroShadowBlood, and the 5B counter poke. That's definitely curtains for Jubei. Absolutely. Absolutely curtains for Jubei. Alright, well there we go. It's just going to be up to Kyo solo Carmine to try to bring this back. New school. Could it be?
Now, they're getting hit by the low and that should take it. Just going to cash out early and ZeroShadowBlood. One tally for the Zoomers.
Absolutely. ZeroShadowBlood will be moving on to grand finals with that and make the Boomers duke it out in losers finals. Kyo will be dropping down. But great stuff to ZeroShadowBlood for the reverse 3-0 sweep.
And it's an interesting one. It's a battle between the Zoomers, and you know, both of their electric scooters are on low battery and they're both trying to plug each other's life support out. Let's see. Let's see who can reach this. Let's see who can reach it first.
Yeah, so we are winding down here, folks. Top 3, we're going to have YoFavScrub versus Kyo coming up right now. If you haven't already, please stop by our match arena. You can use the code WNF2020 BBTAG, as I put in the chat, donate a free 50 cents to the pot. Much appreciated. You can also check out the sidebar there. There's multiple quests that you can follow and retweets to donate to the pot. Feel free to do a direct donation if you'd like. We'd much appreciate it. If you want something for that direct donation, be sure to check out the marketplace. We have a lot of stuff on sale. Plenty of keychains featured from Quintessential Quintuplets, Girls Frontline, Fate, and then we also have manga. Thanks to Titan Books. You know, we have My Dad's Freaking All VTubers, Guzman made his way too annoying, Chef That's Getting Sakusan, and Little Life from the World Volume 1 and 2.
Hell yeah, good stuff, Hakumen.
Thanks.
And Kiomi going with the... Oh, I put Kiomi to myself.
Yeah, so Kyo actually going with Carmine Yosuke here. Not often for Carmine Jubei. I know the lore. I believe these two played recently, less than a week ago if I'm not mistaken. And if I remember correctly, Scrub got a lot of the better end of the sets. Like, I'm not sure if Kyo was playing Hilda at that time or not though, so. Yeah, Kyo just known for having a whole bunch of characters in their pocket, Yosuke apparently being one of them. I think I played against Kyo's Yosuke before, if I'm not mistaken.
If I remember correctly, I think that was also very anime central when Kiomi brought out the Yosuke. As far as I know, I think he mentioned that was the first time he brought out Yosuke.
I do remember. In fact, I don't think I played against Yosuke. I think that's that story that's stuck in my mind. He just randomly decided to play Yosuke. All right, well, easy come, easy go. As Yosuke is just going down right now, and Carmine is shortly to follow with that whiff to DP. YoFavScrub get game 1. So yeah, that looked like a very clean game there from Scrub, just navigating everything there properly, not shaken by the sudden appearance of Yosuke. The question is, through this library of characters that Kyo has, where are they going to go to next? Are we seeing Platinum? Are we seeing Tager? Are we seeing Jin? Are we seeing Jubei? Ragna? Azriel? It's Platinum! The Las Vegas Slayer showing her face again. And yeah, this is a team that I've come to notice throughout this quarantine. I really like watching Kyo play silly characters, and by silly characters I mean like Platinum and Teddy. Like, I'm waiting for Kyo to like have the. I know that Teddy's like a really complex character, and you want to have like all the setups and everything on hand. But like, I think Kyo has really found a niche with characters like Platinum and Teddy. I really like what they do with these characters.
We got this a lot out before. A little unaware. I do feel like people might see this as Yumi is very.
Yes, absolutely. Kyo plays definitely a lot of the casting. Platinum is no exception to that. What you see here, Scrub is not shaken by it one bit, just keeping this snowball going from last game. Oh, drop combo there, but not to worry. That's trying to stay in. Has jumped to a sandwich. Jumps out. Jump in. Jump out. Oh.
Just missed on me.
That's so tense. What's going on, man?
What's going on?
The way Platinum ended up going down there. And yeah, it's kind of a repeat of the last match. It's just up to Kyo solo Carmine to try to bring this back. We did not see Platinum get to play a lot of that match. Oh, the cheat. I will never block that. Until the day I die, I will never block that.
Won't be a dead Carmine. That little help that Scrub needed, you know,
Ooh! The reversal DP. Yeah, so there it is. This set is really flying by here. Kyo's really gonna have to find something through that library of characters, you know, the perfect fit, the antidote to Scrub, because really nothing has been able to stop this momentum so far. Scrub is going up 2-0. Tager Jin. Tager Jin. No, don't do Tager Jin. What could it be? I'm curious. No.
Oh,
you
no.
won't. I know you
Do
won't. There's no
Do it.
way.
Oh, no,
He's lying. Okay, no. Oh, yes.
Oh,
no,
Team
this-
Pizza Mayo?
Yes. This is what I actually want to see. So as I was saying, Kyo with these silly characters, we didn't get to see play much, but I'm a very big fan of Kyo's Teddy. I think this is a character that I'd like to see him explore more, so I'm excited that he's going to be bringing out this team. Got to play it against it a bit too. We were doing some Hilda mirrors, and so interested to see how Kyo's able to navigate Scrub with this team.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Ruby.
There we go, sandwich setup. Very nice.
Looking nice for him so far. Oh no, just getting
Yikes.
took that right in the ass.
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh, nice little break, but still getting crossed up regardless.
Yeah, that's a hard situation to defend against, and having to break there in that situation, definitely good defense on the side of Kyo, but good defense on the side of Scrub as well, blocking that entire Hilda sequence. We are right back to the corner, amigo. This is Scrub's comfort zone. Time to guess. Yup, DR dash low, not gonna be able to bait the burst, but no cross gauge available for Kyo now. No confirm there either.
Oh no, you gave Ruby the drink!
Dog, I just talked
No!
up.
You got the
Kyo.
soy sauce too!
I just talked up your Teddy. Why are you giving your opponent resources? Oh my gosh.
Come on, man! You got the soda and the soy sauce. Now he's gonna hit. Oh no, Hilda, please! 2.8k! Okay, Dubsy working out, but a little too early.
You jumped.
Oh my god!
Yeah, never again. Never again will I preface the appearance of Kyo's Teddy with saying how much I like it. I swear this is not the Teddy I think it is. So maybe it was, I don't know. Oh my, no, Kyo, come back, okay.
Okay.
Oh, YoFavScrub getting it 3-0 over Kyo. GG's indeed, and it will be Scrub that's representing Team Boomer to take on the reigning Zoomer, looming in Grand Final. ZeroShadowBlood on winner's side. It's going to be a run back. So yes, y'all, we've had a great tournament here so far. It has all led up to this moment. ZeroShadowBlood on winner's side. Last time they played, ZeroShadowBlood got a 3-0, forcing Scrub to switch to the Ragna Naoto, and that didn't, that couldn't get a game on ZeroShadowBlood either. ZeroShadowBlood just seemed to have Scrub's number through and through. So Scrub, has had to make a loser's run since then, and was able to do so convincingly. Got that very, very close win over Cheap, another very, very close win over Kaiten, both of those being 3-2s, and now the 3-0 over Kyo. So good momentum going to this grand finals. The question is ZeroShadowBlood going to be able to hold on, or will they be able to overcome Scrub? I believe that ZeroShadowBlood said just a minute, so I know that you guys just heard us speed through it not too long ago, but we'll mention it one more time.
We have seen a lot of 3-0s, but I do want to see a 5-0. Atkins, take us away.
Let them know the beautiful 5-0. Only one way to do it. You just use that code WNF2020 BBTAG for a free 50-cent donation. If you haven't done so, you need to do it. It's a free 50-cent donation. Takes 20 seconds of your time. Click that blue contribute button. Sign in through a multitude of ways and donate away the free 50 cents. Or direct donation. You can do that as well. We would appreciate it. The marketplace. I'll read Kaiten books first because we had to speed through them last time. All right. Manga for sale. Shout out to Kaiten books as always. Uzumate or Made is way too annoying. My Dad's Queen of All VTubers, Shed That's Getting Read Saki-san, Alone in Life in Another World Volume 1 and 2. We also have some keychains, quintessential quintuplets, Girls Frontline, Fate Go, Princess Connect, and Zerlane.
Yeah.
So definitely check out the Match Arena. Use that code if you haven't already. And of course, we have some more BBTAG action coming up. Danger Time. Be sure to support them. They have BBCF, BBTAG, and Grand Blue coming up this Saturday. So another SoCal local. If you're looking for some more games to play, be sure to stop by and support Danger Time. And Ron and Rumble on Sunday as well. We don't have a slide for it. Be on the lookout for that and definitely support that. It's the initial Ron and Rumble for BBTAG. And want to make sure that we get some more. So be sure to sign up for them as well.
Yeah, and we're getting right into it. Oh, wait, that's HPH. Man, he doesn't represent those goons. He represents the HCH.
That is definitely true. So YoFavScrub on loser side, getting the run back here against ZeroShadowBlood again. Last time they played, it was 3-0. So let's see if ZeroShadowBlood's going to be able to repeat here. A solid start, but it wasn't able to bait the burst.
Punish on the landing. And switch. And roll. ZeroShadowBlood snapshot. Oh shit. 9K. Step in the corner. Nice throw break.
Nice anti-air confirm here from Scrub. Gonna be getting some life back with Ragna. Stopping a little bit of momentum the ZeroShadowBlood is building. Oh wow, and the air-to-air as well. Finds low? Yeah, does not confirm anything. The Susano'o is very low. ZeroShadowBlood has to be worried about this.
Something happens, damage. Probably gonna activate sometime soon. Yes. Oh no, sir.
Wow,
no,
what a smart burst.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that burst was purely for the purpose of making sure that Susano'o stayed in. I really like the presence of mind there, but Scrub just playing a bit too, too much foot on the gas there. But ZeroShadowBlood let the Susano'o in. Yeah, left the Susano'o in. The health was low. We have a 1v1 situation here. He broke his ankles. Yo, he broke his ankles.
Broke ankles.
That was crazy. What was that?
Oh no!
Oh my god, look at the nooch and options that's coming out from both of these players right here.
Oh, anti-air 5-8, but still not believing. Okay, nice anti-air. Yeah, just catching as much air as possible to get some health back and just put the throw on Yumi. Missing the jump seat. Going,
yes.
Breaking the throw. I was about to say throwing the break.
Ooh.
And Scrub taking game one. Not out of this. Let me...
See what you're dealing with now?
Yeah, so we tell ZeroShadowBlood just trying to find... I think the purpose of those 5As was possibly to try to stuff or counterpoke or maybe even whiff punish a Ragna 5A, but Scrub just not biting and then weaving perfectly in between those 5As, finding the hit and getting the game on the board. I am still shook from the... I don't know if I've seen... I don't know if I've gotten hit by it. Maybe I've seen it, but the instant air dash back into Blood Scythe, that is... That.
Get ready.
Do we call that the Off the Heezy, the NBA Street Volume 2?
Oh man, Scrub just he went into Game Breaker level 2 with that shit.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that game.
Oh man, you know that that screen filter that gets put on the screen when you go into Game Breaker mode? Oh
yes.
Man. And the music just gets so hyped too.
So good. Yeah, if they bring that PS5, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Looking to land shot, can't getting punished for it. Trying to bait a burst right there, but not working out. DP. Trying to force a sound situation. Land charge? No, I've seen this movie way too many times, but I still enjoy it, I guess.
Good navigation by Scrub there with the Ruby air buttons to contend with that. Still going in with these Ruby air buttons.
Went to the reset and just going into draw super. As damage as possible on Susano'o.
Not a bad idea. Oh my gosh. Yeah, cheap stuff there. What do you do? When is Ragna gonna hit me? Wow, and the meme amount of life still there for Ragna. Almost, like you said, almost the full health.
Nice confirm and Scrub on reset point.
Yes, absolutely. And I feel like there's something I'm noticing on the side of ZeroShadowBlood. I feel like a lot of their hits and a lot of the comfort zone and everything has been with Susano'o. And the Susano'o point and the Yumi assist to back him up, or just basically anything that's Susano'o centric. When it's come to tagging in Yumi in, I think that's where the holes in the game plan are starting to come out. I'm seeing a lot of 5As and a lot of things, but just not really able to get anything started. And that's not That's only the first time I've seen this. I haven't been seeing this throughout the entirety of the tournament. You know, ZeroShadowBlood is very good with the 6P calls to keep their opponent locked down and then just kind of starting pressure from there. But we're not seeing a lot of that come to play so far in this set.
Is worthy of death.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
All right, well, let's see if ZeroShadowBlood is able to adapt accordingly.
Happening while getting punished right there. I'm gonna let Suze take his damage. Just
Nice try. Nice try.
land shark. No jump cancel.
And this will be damage and life steal for Scrub here. Ragna back up to full health, not a problem at all.
Sobered up, but Scrub decided to hold on to that one piece of meter, but uses it on the push block, bad timing. And solid defense goes so far, but getting opened up with the 5A. Nice axe switch. Getting right there, getting more health back.
Yes, Scrub's Ragna looking like a boss character here. You know, you just whittled them down a little bit more and then you just have this cheap special move they activate. They just get the full life bar right back.
They're on Game Breaker level 2, you know, add -2 points to the team's score.
Dude, I hated that. It was like, I worked so hard for these points. How are you just going to take them away? That's not basketball.
Yeah,
Okay, nice.
you know.
Very nice DP there from ZeroShadowBlood. Just trying to not make anything happen there. This has been like, ZeroShadowBlood hasn't not been landing hits. It's just there hasn't been anything that has been big enough to really put Scrub under any danger. A lot of the life has just been held back.
Reset. We are going into Shin Grand Final.
Yes, and what a way for the bracket to be reset, right? As we said, when these two initially played during winter semis, it was ZeroShadowBlood that took a 3-0 over Scrub. Now Scrub firing back, taking a 3-0 over ZeroShadowBlood. And yeah, just the pace of these matches has been very interesting. I do think there's some interesting exchanges that are going on here, but it's always kind of on Scrub's side. ZeroShadowBlood just having trouble either finding that hit that's going to lead into the big damage rather than just these stray hits, or really getting some threatening pressure that's going on here. In the sandwich, we do see them going for the land shark quite a bit. It seems like Scrub has been blocking that properly, so possibly need some explore some new mix-up options or anything, because this has definitely been very heavily in Scrub's favor so far.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Going to Shin Grand Finals. ZeroShadowBlood can keep their composure and take it back, and it looks like they're getting a good start on this reset here, but unfortunately dropping, but still a nice switch point. Not always lost. I tried to go for the sauce combo, but it was actually a dropship select.
You love to see it. Okay, gonna be bursting on the latter part of that combo. That means there's no burst available here for Yumi.
Nice
Very
punish.
nice.
Yeah, ZeroShadowBlood's been really acquainted with SoCal, so they know the punish on the Gauntlet Hades, but unfortunately Zop right there. Trying to force it back into the machine right now. Nice snipe. Yeah, we get a pickup.
What a nice confirm there from ZeroShadowBlood. Yeah, as we're seeing now, able to get a little bit more sizable damage on the board here. You know, has the life advantage, but that's unblockable, dude. You can't look me in my eyes and tell me that's a blockable situation. I'm gonna tell you it's not. Like,
You're a liar.
Man.
Let's go. All these you know, because ZeroShadowBlood is blocking, this also means that Ragna's got some health back. They're getting opened up again. 2-6 of butter, getting cash out. Oh no.
Yeah, and I really like that ZeroShadowBlood mixed up the sandwich mix up there. Definitely found some hits for it. Oh man, these two are really going back and forth. They've been going back and forth for so long, we're gonna get hit rampage time right now. Question is, will Susano'o survive to see it?
Oh
No.
Solo Yumi again. Oh, check out my sick neutral. Level 3 resonance. This is a 2-touch situation for Yumi. Just going to damage. I don't think you need to do that, sir. Well, I mean, actually it's 1 second butterfly. You have a little less than cross up in the corner right there. This is a 2-touch game, I feel, for Yumi.
Oh no! Lock up the overhead, but the counter block! Get stuffed!
Oh no, Scrub, do it to him!
All this hard work that you have done to be gone by an astral. It was on everyone's head that this is the only way that this could go. You recognized it from Scrub doing the wake up jump and just keeping patient, saying that, yeah, I think I'm just going to stay patient here. I'm not going to be too hungry for the astral. And ZeroShadowBlood just basically giving Scrub exactly what they wanted there, and that will be a game on the board for Scrub in an unfortunate fashion, because it was definitely a comeback that would be mounted from ZeroShadowBlood, but just to no avail.
Now that right there, that was a game breaker level 2 dunk. You know, ZeroShadowBlood, you gotta win 5 games now.
For real. Oh my god. The game breaker level 2s are always so disrespectful too. Like, it pauses the entire game. You get this cinematic of like your entire team just like looking like kindergartners going up against NBA players. And it's just like, all right, time for you to take out the ball, chump. You just got 3 on the board and you lost 3.
And I think it was NBA Street V3 was the one where they added custom courts. So like, it was bad when someone did it on your home court. Custom court with all your cosmetics on it, you just got dunked on.
You hate to see it. Oh my gosh.
Right there, getting a good sizable amount of damage. Cross combo, yeah. Scrub didn't opt for getting health back to Fragment, but it was still a nice 10k off of the finish. Not all was lost.
Alright, yeah, ZeroShadowBlood getting the air raid confirmed. Carrying to the other corner. Oh, but much as this call here from Scrub. And now we're back into this right side of the corner where we began.
In the corner, and we are back to the origin, so let us begin. And you're getting right back in there, buddy. You are not leaving. You thought you could leave?
I think a big proponent of this has just been the way that Scrub played Ruby during that entire section, you know, just really abusing the air mobility, forcing ZeroShadowBlood to come up with a solution for it, you know. It's not going to be in the form of Yumi assist, right, just in the trajectory that she's moving. So forcing Susano'o to try to come up there and contest it, which is not an easy task. Okay, but finds the 5B. We will be going to the corner with the air raid confirmed. Beat Scrub in the air, gets the throw. That's going to be a dead Ragna.
There's solo Ruby. Yumi probably has a 2-touch situation. Ruby, I'd say, if it's the right starter, probably most likely. Level 4 Resonance, so there is the threat of Astral potentially being in play. Maybe the Resonance meter build up.
Oh, the trade! Okay. Nothing happening there. Oh my gosh,
really ballsy DP. Make up counter, 1-touch situation for both sides. The 2 takes it and just getting blocked with 5-8. No ZeroShadowBlood now out of it. Yeah, you got 4 more games, buddy.
Yes, so ZeroShadowBlood able to get a game in this grand final set. They were set up so comfortably with it from the 3-0 on Scrub initially. You know, Scrub reset the bracket, but ZeroShadowBlood not letting the full run back happen completely. You know, it's now tied up 1-1 here, and so we've turned this to a 1st-2 situation.
Sure.
You know, it may look bleak in terms of this grand final set, but if you want to just factor in the full record for these 2 players in terms of this tournament, it's currently tied. It's like 4-4.
Do that later. Just get away. Such blasphemy.
So we'll see who will be able to come up on top in this 1st-2 situation.
Oh look, we're back on the right side corner. I've never seen this place before. Oh, we're going out though. You know, that was just a nice deep one, but I think we're gonna go to the mid-screen. Oh, we're going to the other corner now. Hello.
Oh, taking the scenic route, I see.
Going high that time.
Cute. I really felt in my bones that Into Jump Low was coming, so I got mixed too.
Oh, there we go!
And
Mastrcheap is proud.
Yes, Chief is definitely happy about this one, but this is just not the type of momentum you want to get a SoCal player in grand finals. The phone still sealed. I think that's Scrub's first one of the day.
I'm very proud of him.
The way you said that, you sounded like you were on the verge of tears.
I was muted whenever he did it. Believe me, I was popping off.
Wait, hold on. What just happened?
I completely missed it. I'm sorry.
Either the connection was lost or the host is not responding.
Oh no.
Oh, the match did finish.
Who won?
Scrub got it.
Scrub took it.
No, I got booted.
Oh,
No, I'm coming back in.
Yikes.
Help!
Okay.
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 He's in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I tried to stall it by not skipping the outro.
Okay.
Wait, you are in. Yes?
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, shout outs to PC Tag. That's the second time we've had this happen today. I don't know why that's happening.
Hold on, what do you mean PC tag?
That's a PC Tag moment right there, dude. Freaking just random dropped connection mid lobby, like.
I'm sorry, but this is PS4 tag.
Yeah, but
Hold on.
okay, no, it's
a
law of
PC tag
equivalent.
moment.
Law of equivalent exchange says that they get to sign out a PSN and we get to the rest of their shit.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. We'll go with that.
Anyway, YoFavScrub.
You're putting my only brain cell to work, and it doesn't need to happen like that, dude.
Lost connection to Xbox Live.
Can't escape from crossing
Scrub on
fate.
tournament point against ZeroShadowBlood has to take 2 more. See if Scrub can close this out or will ZeroShadowBlood stay alive. Advance here, but it was an awkward position. Oh, nice quick one on the gauntlet. Hades getting a solid punish for it. Easily. 9K probably. Most likely. Yes, sir. Oh no, going for the base and very shy. 9K, land shard.
Oh, what? Interesting raw tag decision there, honestly.
Honestly, because of the situation that he was in, I don't blame him just to save Ragna, but Ruby is still getting bombed.
Yeah, does the DP interrupt there? Yeah, so this is definitely ZeroShadowBlood's game right here. Only DPs I've hit for Scrub so far. Okay. Commentator's curse. JGotchaBeezy special.
Oh, that was really nice.
Yes, the air DP.
Back in the corner. Oh, getting punished for it. Possible getting whatever contact that you can. Oh, just going for Ragala Hades and the ample punish for it. This could be a dead. Oh no, bursting at the right time, but Ruby is gonna hurt as well. 10 kick to the face, it's another one.
Yes, nice combos here with Susano'o. Scrub saving that Ragna, but now both of their characters are very low here. Yeah, push blocking.
Sick neutral.
Yeah, you can see ZeroShadowBlood is really trying to stabilize here to get an assist.
Oh no, happy birthday!
Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen here? Is this the game? Not quite yet.
Not yet.
Not quite yet. Okay, activate the resonance.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
Thankfully, the assist wasn't out there to help out Scrub, or else that would have been a game for him, but staying alive so far. Oh, getting good advance exchange, that should be it, as long as Scrub doesn't drop this.
He never drops this combo.
Immediately switch in, and YoFavScrub taking from Zero from the loser's bracket, and with the game, he took it with a game breaker as well. WNF episode 26 online edition BBTAG. Happy champion. Wasn't too happy about what happened last week and said, you know, I'm coming back and getting my money.
Absolutely, so good stuff to Scrub there. Coming through, shout outs to Spectrum Internet for allowing Scrub to play in this tournament. And yeah, defending SoCal as well, because SoCal has never lost a WNF, wink wink.
Yeah.
They never lost a PS4 with WNF. It's never happened.
Hey, dude, we have the OS.
We have the OS unlocked, buddy.
Oh yeah, so fantastic WNF on. John, I hate this studio. I hate it so much. I hate this. A solid WNF online that we just had, episode 26. Let's just round out our top 3. In third place, we had not Misery Racer. It was HBH Kiomi. In second place, we also had not Misery Racer. It was ZeroShadowBlood. And in first place, you guessed it, not Misery Racer, because it was YoFavScrub taking the entire thing. Shout outs to all of our players here in the tournament except for Misery Racer. Thank you guys for joining us here today. And yeah, great tournament all around.
And I'd like to say thanks again. Thank you, Aegis, for joining me on commentary. As always, many thanks to Mastrcheap for also being our TO and making sure the bracket runs smoothly.
Hey, always a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you to Level Up Projections for letting us do this for you guys. And also, special thanks to Kai10 Books for being one of our sponsors. Always a blast every weekend. I'm glad you all are here to indulge in some of the stupidity that SoCal has to offer for y'all. And I'm glad you stay around for it.
And also, I'm sure it's been said, but I'll say it again. Special thanks to Ready30, the man who's been providing the stream for us every single week of WNF Online. Without him, well, this wouldn't be a thing. At least for the viewers, at the very least. For the players, we'd still be playing, but really, this man's been able to provide for us and provide such an experience for the people who are watching at home. And I cannot stress how much I appreciate him doing this for us.
Anytime, y'all. It's always a pleasure doing this for you, week in and week out.
Mm-hmm.
And before we sign off here, I just want to also mention again, if you enjoyed seeing some BB Tag here, it's not the end of it for this week. We still have 2 more events. And on Saturday, we do have the Danger Time SoCal distancing. It is Granblue versus BB Tag and BBCF. That will be on this Saturday. And also Ronin Rumble. Both East Coast and West Coast happening. So if you haven't had your fix of BB Tag and you still want more after watching this, there's still a few events to come this weekend. Hope to see you all there. Any closing statements from either of you guys?
Well, I mean, I'm just, it's already been said. The shout outs to everybody who's been contributing to this: commentators, players, viewers, Chitin Books, Level Up Productions, everybody. And I just want to say, it's always a pleasure being a part of the whole experience to provide for all of you, and also always a pleasure to steal phones on stream.
We got 3 tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think all I would add to that is actually just shout outs to everybody who's still playing this game. I know it's been crazy times this year in our game. I think it's different opinions based on who you ask who wants an update and who doesn't want an update. But in the end, it's us who are keeping this community alive. And it's just this tournament especially has been such a fun one to watch, seeing all these, as we were saying, the boomers versus the zoomers, the new school go up against the old school. So it's really just a beautiful scene, man. I thank you all for having me within it. And thank you to all the people that carry the team as well, Ready30, Mastrcheap, and just all the TOs. Guzman as well, shout out even here, and just everybody. It's just been a beautiful thing, and keep playing BB Tag, y'all.
I agree.
Yeah.
This game's not dead, and it'll never be dead as long as there's people playing it.
And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up from us, folks. This has been WNF Online Edition BB Tag episode 26. Everything's been said, one last thing needs to be said. Thanks again, everyone. Stay safe, stay beautiful, and most importantly, shout outs to
Shout outs to Bird Gang.